Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
that's not smart.
also,
Really, once.
Alcia and his giant infinite wisdom and brain set up our layout to do when people are talking.
The
Much
same
like
thing?
Oh.
not quite the same thing, a little bit cooler. Essentially, when you're not talking, your token is on the layout is grayed out, and when you talk, it lights up.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
I want to see
really?
it in action.
And
Very,
if
very
We're
you
live, by the way.
if you happen we are live,
Oh.
and if you happen to miss a session, your token will just be missing, which is really cool.
Oh. Oh my
Very,
god.
very.
This is so cool.
Yeah, very, very sexy.
Yes.
Very
Super cool.
Very nasty, yeah.
Well, dang, that was kind of what I
Yeah.
was trying to show you earlier. I figured out how to put on a stream overlay. So that on
Yay.
a Thursday game, our names will show up, so everyone will be able to tell, oh, who's talking? Oh, that's that voice of that character.
Oh,
Ooh.
sick.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Al figured it out for the Wildmount game, and then I was like, hey, Dragon Age eyes.
Okay, there.
Eyes.
Us.
Wow, this is so cool. I love this. Look at us being almost pro.
Yeah, and then whenever we eventually get a Star Wars one, I'll have to figure that out also. But I've yet to. I don't know, man. Like I like the Dawn Star idea. I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah. Anywho, huh? That's for a different day.
Hey, when are we gonna start seeing those residual checks, Tim?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you
what
get
the
your
hell?
Yeah, appearance fees.
You're
get
right,
your
yeah.
appearance fees.
Yeah.
The second my Twitch channel starts making money. How about that? Right now I have 3 subscribers. 2 of them are in this game right now.
Hey.
Fine.
That's 3 more than 0.
You know what? True. Anyway.
It is how numbers works.
I forgot.
Pumpkin,
to
he
get
did
into
ballet.
What
Yeah.
more can I
Quick
say?
question. I know nothing about this, but I just want to throw it out there. My laptop is getting full of games. Would you recommend a portable SSD?
I
Yes.
would recommend this uninstalling.
Well, I can and
Like,
can't.
would I personally recommend, or is there one in particular, like a brand that I would recommend?
Like, is that a good thing to do, and or is there a brand you would recommend?
It is a good thing to do. I don't recommend keeping it plugged in all the time unless you absolutely
No.
have to, but
Yep.
because it'll burn out your USB port. But yeah, absolutely. And if you have the know-how, like I know it's a laptop, but if you can actually replace your internal hard drive with an SSD, I would recommend that even more.
Yes. That's harder than.
That is very
it's hard.
doing that with a laptop is very difficult.
On the laptop, it's not easy.
I don't have those skills.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
An external SSD is what you want.
Yeah. Just go external then, unless you know someone who can do that. But
Right.
And it also depends if your laptop is old or new, because if it's new and still has a warranty, don't recommend doing that. But if it's old and you don't have a warranty anymore, go for it. If you have someone, because otherwise, anything that you open on a warranty laptop, it might void.
might void it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You dared touch your computer, and now we.
I mean, it's like
do it.
when the PlayStation 4 came out, I immediately voided its warranty when I tore it open and installed my own hard drive into it. But
Yep.
It'd be like that.
but it'd be like that sometimes.
You can also put an external SSD on a PS4, so.
You can, but I don't,
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, let's go ahead and jump into today's session. Picking up where we left off last time, you guys had taken a seemingly innocuous job from Milana of the Diamond Lass Tavern within Cumberland.
We were just delivering cheese.
Yeah, you were delivering foodstuffs to the small village of Tillin to kind of reinforce their autumn harvest as the season had just ended. And upon arriving, you came upon the Druger farm that had apparently been attacked savagely by something. Upon further investigation and an encounter with blight wolves, you met a Dalish elf named Elgadir. Escorted him to the town of Tillin and nursed him back to health, where he told you somewhat of what happened. Some kind of entity known as Elgrathan had captured him and some of the other Dalish elves, and he escaped with a strange broken link that was very familiar to one of you. This entity, Elgrathan, which was Elvish for Child of Vengeance, had seemingly began a plot to savagely attack and destroy the nearby town of Tillin. After speaking with the warden Tarldale of Tillin and encountering a apparent racist in the blacksmith named Kolan, you made your way into the nearby Planocene forest, encountered strange jackal were-like entities, and upon defeating them, saw them shift back into Dalish elves. They had apparently been tainted. Pushing past this point towards the ruins that Elgadir had escaped from, you came upon a bridge, were attacked by blood crows, and some of you almost died on this bridge as you tried to cross it. One being a small child, and the other being Verlin. No, I'm just kidding. And the other being Leovan. You pushed past this point towards the ruins, encountered strange undead guardians, and found what remained of the Dalish elves, mostly women and children and a few sparse elderly, as well as one or two younger, kind of healthier Dalish elves. You met with the Lorekeeper Aurelius, who recognized Elgadir and immediately kind of softened to a party full of city elves and humans and a Kunari. And the Lorekeeper Aurelius explained in as much detail as he could what had transpired. The link had been broken and corrupted, one of their own, and Elgrathan and what remained of his corrupted and tainted cohorts were on their way to Tillin for one final assault. Rushing back, you encountered the Web Weaver within the Planocene forest, which was a corrupted spider that could turn invisible on a whim, and defeated it. Continued on to Tillin, where a final confrontation with Elgrathan came to a head, nearly claiming the lives of several of you, but you managed just barely to eke out a victory against the awful abomination before it returned back to its Dalish elf form, slain and dead on the ground. As it did, what remained of the blood crows were dissipated, as well as the cursed blood of the Dalish elves, those that were still alive in their jackal-were forms. As the intensity died down and you all kind of recovered from combat, were given a place to stay at the Arbor Inn, as Tarldale and those that survived the assault began to try and figure out who was still alive, how to rebuild Tillin, and what to do with the very confused Dalish elves. That is where we'll pick up today's session. You guys have finished a long rest. You wake up feeling rested and rejuvenated. Morning seemingly is yours. What do you wish to do?
Mm. We have a week of downtime, you said, right?
Correct.
Essentially. Serana's gonna use her big muscles and she's gonna go help people rebuild for a week.
Okay.
Fennon will do the same. We'll find Tarl and see what she can do to help.
Yes.
I'm going to check the blacksmith for a shield, and after that,
Jack's
I'm
me
gonna
dead.
yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
try to find a shield.
his apprentice Dorn the Mullen is still alive. Dorn is the eldest son of
Ron and Kessler, right?
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, very awkwardly, because that doesn't come naturally yet, seeing Serana and Fannin helping, guess that's what we do, and then you help too.
If there's a
Guess that's it. Like that's how.
if there's a vigil, I'm going to it.
There is a vigil for the fallen the first night. Kind of put on not so much display, but kind of put on a much higher, kind of respected called it's not a casket or a pyre, just a slate, I guess we'll say. You do see the body of Kolan, which has been cleaned up and taken care of. Because much like the rest of Nevarra, Nevarrans have a very kind of set in stone, veneration of the dead. They don't burn them or give them normal burials. They instead kind of preserve the bodies and put them within crypts or, in some cases, even mummify them. But for now, it is seemingly just an open-viewed wake of sorts. But you guys do manage to help out as best you can. As you all arrive at the vigil, you are headed off by Tarl Dale, who kind of breaks away from conversation with Lorekeeper Arelis and Sister Arda, and just walks over towards you. The rest of the Dalish elves, while not formally arrested or in trouble, have been essentially put on house arrest within the Arbor Inn and have not been allowed to leave so far. But Tarldale kind of approaches you all and nods at you. Evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm not really sure how long you people are planning on staying, but well, we can't really seem to come to an agreement on what we should be doing about those that caused all this.
The one that caused it is dead.
He might have been the catalyst, but there were still many elves who attacked and killed good people.
They are victims just as much as you. Takes over their minds. You saw how it changed them. Let them go. They'll go back to their lives. You'll go back to yours. I doubt they'll come back.
Why are you so quick to just let them go? Aren't wardens supposed to keep the law? I mean, hell, even Lord Keeper Aurelius thinks somebody should be held accountable.
Is there any bigger punishment than death, sir? If there is, you let me know.
These days,
Elgrathan,
these Dalish have already lost a lot of their own. I think they suffered enough.
Elgrathan was the root of the corruption, and that's what it is. Corruption of magical means. These people are not responsible for having been infected and brutalized by it themselves.
Where I'm from, there is a saying that I hate, by the way. I don't abide to it, but it is a thing. You must not give the oppressed a voice, because once you do, they will shout loud, and louder than you. So they subjugate them, abuse them.
Confused scowl spreads across his face as you say these words.
I come from a land that has put elves like them through the most horrible treatment imaginable. And it's been centuries and centuries and centuries. This grows. And when that kind of pain and anger grows, when it explodes, it doesn't explode fairly. So my suggestion, if I may, go on with your life. Rebuild your town. Cherish your loved ones. Take care of them. Let them do the same.
I will say, because Finnan was the first to speak, Finnan make a persuasion check with advantage.
Wow.
8. Okay.
Have the other Dalish haven't arrived yet, have they?
The ones from the ruin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they arrived in the night. They just walked through the night. They have been, like, Verlin is back with Isen, but the rest of them are with the others within the Arbor Inn.
Okay.
There isn't
Okay, I
really
didn't know if they'd come yet.
there isn't a jail big enough for all of them, so they've just been kind of on house arrest until they figure out what to do. But as you say this, and Carl kind of takes in what you say, Cassian, and thinks for a moment. I agree. Elves in general have had a rough go of it. Hell, when I took this post, one of my biggest things was making sure anyone and everyone felt welcome in Tillin. And I agree, death is probably what would have happened had Elgrathan, or whatever the hell his name actually is, was captured alive. I'd have to agree. I think everyone here has suffered enough.
Surely you wouldn't condemn the people who we freed yesterday morning to the punishment of their own captors.
And I won't pretend like some of those folks that were corrupted didn't enjoy taking human lives, because I'm sure some of them did. But as far as I see it, he like looks off towards the arbor end. When Aurelius's clan visited us for the harvest festival, they had about 30 in their midst. Now there's about 10. I think
And
they
remember,
suffered
sir,
enough.
all of this started out of hate.
Yes.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Yeah, he looks back towards where Kulon's body is.
Yes, if you want to talk about justice, I can point out the villagers who are still alive who came with that man after we walked out of town.
I don't think now's the time, Fen.
I'm not going to. Just putting out hypocrisy.
Well, actually, you can't point out those villagers because they're already in shackles. Because when Kulon came to, he came clean about everything.
You know, Warden, it's very hard. And I know you will sound hypocritical of me. Probably is. It's not easy to spend your entire life trying to prove that you're something different than what people expect you to be. And that is already hard when there's truth to what people claim. Imagine when there is not. And then you have to do twice the work. Not only you have to prove that you're a good person, but you have to prove that your people are not what history wants to paint them as. I do not wish their love to anyone. Not to you, not to them, to anyone. Unfortunately, as proud as we can be of our heritage, we don't choose to be who we are. We just are. Some choices are made, yes, throughout your life, and that shapes who you are, but some choices are made out of desperation. And you have to go and think what prompted that desperation. It doesn't take long to understand.
Is this about the
I-
villagers, Cassian, or do you
Yeah.
have something else to say?
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Those people in shackles, the choices that they made, whatever conscious they were not prompted out of malice or evil, or they were prompted out of desperation.
Desperate
I
to
don't
kill
know.
us. Mhm.
Yeah, when they seemed pretty desperate to put an end to
I'm
my
talking
kind
about
of
the elves,
people.
not the humans. I'm talking about your people.
Well, there are no elves in shackles.
Oh, I thought the elves were in shackles.
No.
No.
No. It's the
Never
human
mind.
villagers that assaulted
Never
us.
mind. Never mind.
Essentially, what Tarldell said was when
No,
Kulon
never mind.
came back from unconsciousness,
thought-
he pretty much told Tarl everything and
Never mind.
No,
Told-
that
Forget
makes
the
sense.
speech.
told
That
on
makes
his
sense.
own
Nice speech, but
lackeys.
forget it.
Yeah, it was a nice speech, but I was like, what is the move here?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I understood they had shackled the elves, and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
For a moment there, I was like, is Cassian really vouching for these humans right now?
Nope.
Yeah.
You would not. No. Sorry. Erase all that.
Okay.
It was my brain.
I was like,
Yeah.
See, sometimes racism
Yeah.
Is
necessary.
A-okay, homie. Because the people were scared.
No. I totally understood that the elves were in shackles.
No, you're good. Whew. Reset. Okay, hold on. I gotta
Okay.
compose
Every once in a
myself.
while.
like, yeah, okay.
Don't laugh about my brain, okay?
Hmm.
No, I'm
I'm
not laughing
sorry.
about your brain. I'm laughing
I'm
about
sorry.
the idea of Cassian completely
No.
out of character, completely
Oh
out of
my-
nowhere, being like,
yes.
maybe racism is okay.
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah. We know that's not what you were trying to do, but in the moment, we all were confused. Like, wait.
I'm sorry.
What a wild character shift. Okay.
Plot twist.
I
The
mean,
anti-slavery to Winter going racism good. Really?
Racism fine if
It's not
people
their fault.
scared. Racism okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, I will crawl under, I don't know, 6 feet of dirt right
No,
now.
No, I did. No.
Okay,
You're
okay.
good.
Reset.
Walk it back. It's all good. It's all good.
Rewinding.
Fair, I
Rewinded.
thought the elves were in shackles too. So
Oh, no. They're
See,
just,
I wasn't the only
The
one.
elves are-
Thank you, Eric.
Elves are at the inn.
they're just on
Elves are
house
a thing.
arrest.
Thank you, Eric.
Humans are bad.
Yeah, they're on house arrest.
House arrest.
The,
So not
the humans who attacked you guys in the streets, and were looking to possibly kill you, or at least capture you. Those people are in
Okay.
shackles. They are arrested. They're in jail. Anywho, so yeah, rewinding all of that.
So glad I wasn't the only one. Thank you.
it was a good thought exercise.
Carl Dale just kind of looks back towards the vigil that's going on. Well, regardless, whatever we come to decide, I appreciate your opinions and your input. So, and it's also thoughtful of you to come here tonight, even though you don't know anything to this town.
People are
Well, fair enough.
people, and it was a tragedy. So it'd be wrong of us to not.
I'm fair to say we almost died, so.
Well, I mean that too, but
Did we get any kind of reward?
Not yet.
Pat in the back.
No.
Yeah, you
Pat
got
in the back
you
and
got
a thank you.
you got a pat on the back and attaboy. That's what you
Okay.
get.
Can't send a pat on the back.
We're gonna get paid for cheese.
But
Cheese.
yeah, we're getting paid
If
45
we ever
silver,
get back
guys.
to fucking Cumberland City, yeah.
yeah, you gotta go back to Milana and get your reward for delivering cheese and only cheese.
Yeah.
But
Can
yeah,
we add a hazard pay?
Yeah.
you can
Write it
add,
into the
you
contract.
can talk to her about it. But Traldell kind of nods at Joel again and turns and goes back towards the vigil.
No, we didn't have to go in the woods.
Swan's gonna go and just walk into the crowd of the vigil and actually just find the. I assume the mother is there, the chantry mother, and
Well, the Chancery in Tillin is very small. It's only ran by Sister Arda.
oh yes, sister in tiny towns. I forgot.
Yeah.
She's gonna go find the sister Arda and just stand next to her and pray alongside her, and that's it.
As you walk over, she just kind of gives you a gentle head bow and see there's just like this very soft but appreciative smile on her face. And as you kind of bow your head to begin praying, she also softly continues her prayer. The rest of you kind of sit by silently, as do the other villagers that have come to pay respects to their fallen who died defending this town. And the vigil goes on late into the evening as people just seemingly don't really want to go home for a while. But slowly, the crowd begins to dwindle and people slowly begin to make their way back to their homes, or at least where they're staying at, because many homes were destroyed. You all slowly make your way back towards the Arbor Inn. Concludes. As you're making your way back, Isen, you just here behind you. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, of course.
You just look over your shoulder and see Elgadir there.
Yeah. Is everything alright?
I guess. I'm gonna be leaving. I already spoke with Keeper Aurelis.
Oh.
Just wanted to make sure I caught you guys. Well, you. Thank you.
Right. Of course. Yeah, there's no need for thanks. It was the right thing to do. Are you
Still uncomfortable giving my thanks to Shims, so I assume you could do that for me.
I'll pass it along. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Are you leaving alone or is everybody getting out of here?
I'm going alone.
Oh.
Keeper doesn't want to leave until they figure out what's gonna happen with the rest of the clan and
Yeah, right.
I felt like an outsider for a lot of my life, so
Do you have a plan? Anywhere you're gonna being alone is I mean, you know.
I don't know. But you plan on going to the Arthur?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I've I haven't told him yet. And I'm assuming she's alone. Verlin is
Yeah.
not with her.
No,
I haven't told him.
if you unless you if yeah.
No. She would have been like, go inside, go inside.
Okay.
I haven't told him yet, but I'm planning on looking for a clan that's looking for a first. He doesn't deserve to be alone, you know.
As naughty as you.
Well, yeah, right. My bad.
But the clan of two thing was kind of it was something.
Yeah, born of necessity, but I don't know if that's how to live, you know. But
Well,
either way, plan is for now. I'll go.
anyways, I know it's a custom to bring something with you when you go.
Yeah.
I made a promise to someone a long time ago to eventually go. But I'm never going to, and I know that. So, he kind of like reaches into his bag and pulls out something and just kind of places it in your hand. You can keep that or take it there.
Thank you.
I just know I'm never gonna.
Hey, I mean, I don't know what your plans are, but if you make your way out there, it'd be nice to see you again.
Yeah,
But I
maybe.
appreciate it.
Who knows? Might make my way down to Ferelden, see what that country's like.
Don't go to Ferelden.
Why?
Crazy old lady told me a rumor, and I don't know if it's true, but if it is, it's better if you don't.
Oh,
I know that
okay.
sounds insane. It absolutely sounds insane. You can go where you like. That was a stupid. Thank you.
Past couple of days we've seen some crazy stuff, so if you say don't go, then I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to the free marches.
They're they're great, but keep a wide berth around Kirkwall. Apparently, they don't take too kindly to us.
Like straightens out his pack. You take care of yourself.
Man.
You too, right?
Everyone's heard how much of a shithole Kirkwall is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you take care of your first.
Will do. See you around.
Just walks off.
Huh.
As you look down, the thing he pressed into your hand, you see a pair of silver rings that are linked by a grain iron chain. One ring has these kind of zircon gemstones inset into the band, while the other has rough cut chunks of onyx within it.
Huh. We don't have anybody that can identify, do we?
No, I don't think you do.
Kills myself. Cool.
Even before I couldn't identify.
Just put it
Yeah.
on, forehead.
Just put it on, yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Which one? Which one are we thinking, boys?
I can.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nice, 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 nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Bird.
Yeah, curious. I'll pocket it for now. I don't want to fuck with it.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Anything anyone else wishes to do this night or any of the other days as well?
Well, shield, how much would it cost me to buy a shield?
Yes.
Please give Cassian the ugliest shield they have.
No, do not. Do not. Has to be a fabulous shield, okay?
Let's see. Where's my price?
I feel like this
table?
blacksmith is more making farming implements type of blacksmith
Hey, as long as
Maybe.
it's
than a
not
fabulous
ugly.
armor type of blacksmith.
Well,
Tiny Toad?
someone's gotta make the weapon for the warden, right?
Yeah.
Right.
As long
For the
as
man?
a functional, not ugly shield, we're good.
That's
Oh,
a tall order.
Did you really have to put the sigil of the giant fucking the chimera in there? Or?
It'll be 30 silver pieces for a shield.
30
Okay.
silver.
30 silver. Okay. Done and done. Ka-ching!
And the shield itself is reasonable. It's like Lane said, they mostly create, horseshoes, farming equipment, farming implements. However, as you kind of approach Dorn Mullen, the now blacksmith, no longer apprentice.
Congratulations! You
Yeah.
get promotion!
Promotion!
You got promoted!
You see, he looks incredibly tired. He's just this very tall and lanky human man with this long black hair that he pulls back into a very loose ponytail. A few strands kind of fall in front of his face. And although he visibly looks tired and exhausted, he has this large, just bright smile on his face and seems very excitable about his work.
I'm gonna slip 2 silver extra pieces into the payment
Okay.
for him.
Your very brief interaction with him, you immediately realize that he is just the complete polar opposite of Kalan. But you've met his parents,
Well,
so he was probably raised
Yeah,
very
anyone
well.
raised by them.
Yeah.
You know, I think you're going to do very well in your new job.
Oh.
Effectively so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've got you a bit extra to help you rebuild
Oh, I appreciate that. Most of the smithy was untouched, but
Well, you know,
sorry,
in
I'm usually more sociable and just there's a lot to do.
it's understandable, and
Yeah.
well, I wish you luck. I think.
However, one of my last things I did learn before Colon passed, he did teach me how to make weaponry and the like. So if any of your companions need any weapons or arrows or something along those lines, I can make them for you. I'm not sure how long you plan on staying, but
I don't think we're staying more than necessary.
oh,
There's nothing against the town, but we were we were doing a job, and I believe
oh
that
right.
we have to go back and be paid for it. However, I'll let them know. If they need anything, I'll just let them find you.
Oh well, excellent, wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just keep up the good spirits. Things are going to be well. They usually are, one way or another. Yeah,
Very well.
there's those. I might just, no offense, later on put a crest on it. Maybe not. Maybe that
Oh
would be
well,
too on the nose.
Colon made that. You can do whatever you want with it.
Oh, right. Well, then I vouch to do better than what he wanted to do with it, probably. I will go now. Talk to
Shitting
you
on our
later.
dead man.
Yeah. A racist dead man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! And I'll go back to my companions.
Is there anything else anyone else wished to accomplish in this week here? Okay.
No, I just want to hang out with the Dalish elves until we leave.
Yeah,
Leon,
yeah.
beat the stick.
Fenton is gonna find Verlin. Hey Verlin. See all
Yeah.
of that mistletoe?
He watches his eyes kind of go wide. Like very briefly, there's just this flash of like, oh no. He quickly like, I yeah, yeah, hang on, and he just kind of like rushes back towards his room as he's like looking around his pockets. He eventually comes.
cute.
He eventually comes back, and like a few sprigs of the mistletoe is like just ripped off, and it's like dirty and matted. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's alright. I just I've got an errand, thought I could use a bit of luck for it.
I
Tell you what.
I
Next
might
time we're in the woods,
have,
we'll find.
I might have squeezed it too hard when I was about to fall off a bridge. Or was that after? I don't even know. It's been a
alright.
long couple of days.
She'll just ruffle his hair. It's alright.
I'm really sorry. You're not gonna
It's a
punch me,
little
are you?
No, of course not.
Oh. Sometimes Mr. Leovon says he's gonna punch me if I do something wrong. Or burn curtains.
You said that.
I think
Tell you
so.
what, if he punches you, I'll punch
He
him.
implied it, I think. I don't know. He's hard to read. He scares
you'll
me.
be alright. Yeah? You
Well,
know who scares me?
no.
Ethan.
Oh, really? She's harmless.
She mad at me.
She. I. He just shrugs.
Never mind. Never mind. She like immediately realizes what she's
Yeah.
said. Your tail.
He's
But
like 10. He's like, oh, no.
alright, she'll take the mistletoe.
Yeah.
I'll be back. We'll find some more of this. It'll be great. And then she wants to
Alright.
find Keeper Aurelius.
Also easy to do because when he's not out conversating with Tarldale and Sister Arda, he's helping Haran and Kessel as much as he can within the inn, and making sure you get the sense, especially just watching him, that while he is appreciative and thankful, there's this sense of, and it probably harkens back to just being a Dalish elf in general, he doesn't want to feel like he owes anyone anything. So he's always, even in his elderly age, doing as much as he can to help and make sure his people aren't a burden. And just getting that sense and watching it, just kind of just feel a little, sad or something else. But you easily find him as he's kind of taking a moment to himself, just kind of pinching the bridge of his nose. He watches you approach. Yes, Warden.
I was hoping to get the chance to talk to you in private.
There's not much privacy in a place full of dozen people, but
I know, but I was hoping. She's kind of like looking over her shoulder and making sure no one's listening. And
make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah. There's a few people milling about, but they seem busy in their tasks.
Not paying attention. And I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, except maybe a little bit of guidance. There's something I don't show a lot of people, because I'm not exactly sure what to do with it, but I thought you might know. And she'll take out the sprig of mistletoe and kind of cup it in her hand. And when she opens her hands, there's a little pile of good berries. I can't do much, but I found I've always been able to do that. And they're remarkable little things. But I saw them come to take a girl once when I was growing up. Take her off to a circle. And so I didn't tell anyone.
Is that the extent of what you can do?
I mean, it's the only thing I can really, you can see.
Leo walks by and
Sometimes,
he's like, "Yeah, don't eat all of those."
Sometimes when I'm hunting, I feel like I can mark a target or know where my quarry is better than I should be able to, I think. Or take more damage from the elements than I should. Just little things. And I've tried to kind of ignore it a bit, but I think I've seen a lot more of that side of things. Of magic, I guess, recently, and it just got me thinking that maybe it's something I shouldn't quite ignore in case it turns into something, well, something like what we saw. What do you think?
seems to me that you have been granted a gift. Perhaps you yourself, someone in your family, was or is touched by the Fade. This is just me assuming, and you can choose to be honest or not. You don't partake in imbibing lyrium or anything of the sort, do you?
No, sir.
Then it is natural. People in my clan, people I've seen in other clans, they are able to do such things, small, not very intrusive or eye-catching feats of magic, such as producing sustenance or growing some crops or making green what once was burnt. Well, all magic comes from the same source. Magic such as this shouldn't catch the eyes of anything that you should otherwise be weary of. Unlike some of the others that I've heard in your midst. And he kind of like gets close to you. You should be wary of Isin.
What do you mean?
Half of what she's capable of doing that Elgadir told me is true. Be cautious.
She's always seemed very kind. Do you... I don't understand much, but you don't think she could end up like what we fought?
Harlan was also very kind. Until he wasn't. You know, Harlan was the name of the Daily Shelf who became Elfgrathan. I just say be cautious and wary.
Thank you. I will.
And if you ever wish to know more about your heritage, people you come from, I am Lorekeeper for a reason.
I'd very much like to know more. My mother used to tell stories, but they were stories, fairy tales. At least they always just seemed that way. But I'd like to know. I don't want to take up your time, but if you've got some to spare while you're here, I'd love to hear.
There is still much work to do, and Much rebuilding to accomplish, but
Of course.
I can spare a few hours each day if you wish to know more. Find that your mother's stories probably had more truth in them than you realize.
Thank you. Very much.
Of course.
She'll go back to helping and then over the next couple days just spend some time with him, I guess.
Okay. A few hours a day for the next week or so. He tells you stories of the earliest Dalish history and all just the bad that has happened since. Interlaced with a bit of the internal good. Tells
Got
you
a lot of bad.
Yeah, tells you about the Arlathan and what its purpose is, and speaks to you about some of the other clans that he has met from other countries, other continents, and it's just speaks of a place from intense wisdom, but also with this cheery fondness, even with the bad, because as Lore Keeper, all history has a purpose. For those few hours each day, you find yourself enthralled, learning more about a thing you never thought you would learn about.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything anyone else wishes to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoops.
One last thing.
Wrath of Nature!
So we have a week, right, of downtime.
You have a week of downtown, yeah.
Of downtown.
Downtime in downtown.
Yeah, good. Yeah, downtown.
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 Can't say that. Okay, no, can't say that. After Cassian would have gotten the shield early on, like on the next day, and after that, surprisingly enough, I mean, because he is who he is, surprisingly enough, he would be rarely leaving his room, and by the end of the week, he would go and knock on Serrano's door.
I'll open the door.
So, I was wondering if I could borrow you for a few minutes.
Sure. I was just going to make my way towards the chantry anyway. We could talk on the way there.
I'd rather not. Could we go somewhere that people are not going to watch and be like, "Oh my god, they're practicing magic."
Still have your room.
Yeah.
Need privacy.
Well, yeah, right. So, it can be here in your room. I just don't want to do. So,
Alright, step inside.
right. So, you know how Wintervinters we are, well, most of us, selfish creatures, right?
Oh yes, I know.
Like everything we learn is to enhance yourself and your own powers and become more powerful than the other, and then when you get to that point, you just go and sweep them off their feet and take their place.
Yes, you're all dreadfully one-sided.
Right. Everything that I was taught my whole life was that I had to become better than the others, so in order to survive. But I always thought that there could be more to it, right? So I never really liked that.
Mm.
But it wasn't until
Uh-huh.
we met
Continue.
with that creature and I was completely helpless, despite everything that I had learned for years and years in the circle.
Hmm.
And I learned a lot.
Hmm.
And I thought, maybe there's more to it. There has to be a little bit more to it. And
Nothing
I
truly
worked.
prepares you for an abomination.
Yeah, but it was not just that. It was feeling helpless. There's nothing I could do except to wait for death. And then wait for death, but not only my own, yours and theirs.
Hmm.
And I felt like being selfish has its merits sometimes because it helps you know yourself and better yourself, but we live in a world where I cannot afford to be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And with the purpose that I have, I don't want to think that I might lose my only friend. Again.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he'll hold his hand out. I've been focusing, and I think I got it. And there's gonna be like a glow on his hand, and he's gonna hold Serana's arm,
Hmm.
and that magic heals and purifies
Hmm.
for a moment, and then he will remove his hand. Am I doing it right?
You are.
Hmm.
You're touching into the spirit magics. Very well.
I learned some of that, but you know how spirit magic can turn into blood magic and demonic magic, right? They're two sides of the same coin.
Very easily.
And they usually don't really care much about the good part of it. Good part doesn't bring you power, right? So why teach it?
No,
But I have a
that's their
curious
mistake.
thought. I'm curious. And I learned.
Well,
I don't want to feel helpless again. I don't want to feel like you could die in front of me and there's nothing I can do to save you. And you're the one saving everyone and helping everyone and bringing everyone back from the brink of death.
understood.
So,
Cassian, I appreciate you shifting your focus towards something more selfless. But now require your talent with words. I intend to go to Sister Arda and ask her for something. Something that could help Ethan and I later on. I
oh,
see what that girl delves into, and I wish her to be better protected.
I won't say that I don't worry about what she's doing and how far she actually understands what she's doing. I think that's the main problem. See, this is why it's good to be a Taventa. We know exactly what we're doing, and it's all a choice.
I believe she has a strong willpower to resist, but I want to extend that time.
Sure.
So, follow me. I need to go to the Chantry.
Do we have to?
We do. That is the last place I saw the sister.
Right. If they start, well, never mind. I'll just be your company for today. I hate the Southern Chantry annoys me.
Well, the sister was
Yeah.
casting spells, so she's sort of a anathema to everything.
Right.
So let's go.
Mhm. Sure.
And
Let's go.
we'll make our way to the Chantry because I need to ask the sister something.
Okay. Um. Um. You head to the Chantry, which is nearby. The building that has received the most attention in its rebuilding, which is the winery, which is where Tillin gets a lot of its money as it exports the wine that it produces. See the small, very quaint chantry building has some some burning and some scars of battle on it, but it's still mostly intact. Um, and as you enter, you can see a number of people, whether they're displaced or just looking for guidance within. And you can see Sister Arda kind of standing by a few people as they're just silently praying. And she looks over as you both enter and begins to walk towards you. You can see
Good day, sister.
Sister Arda's, very obviously a human woman with this very light, dirty blonde hair, usually just kind of a down fashion, wearing the robes of a sister with the large medallion piece just around her neck, invisible. And she nods at you both. Her kind but very tired brown eyes just taking you both in. Hello. Welcome.
Hello, sister.
sister.
I was
there-
assuming that you would come. And she just gives you a smile, Serana.
Sister, is there anywhere in this chantry where we could speak privately?
Very privately possible.
Of course, follow me. And she turns and, as you speak to her, she has a very neutral, somewhat strange accent. You get the sense that she comes from further south. She hails from somewhere further south. And she leads you past the individuals praying. You see a door offset to the left of this altar. As she opens it, you see it's a small, essentially like studio bedroom. You see a bed, you see like a wash basin, a very small kitchenette space, and she just kind of closes the door behind you both.
This will do nicely. And she'll turn to the sister and say, Sister, I'm sure you are perceptive enough and smart enough to realize that my friend and I are both mages.
Well, sense that you're more than that, Serana.
A topic we shall broach another time. But for now, even though he is from a circle into winter, I am technically an apostate. I was wondering. I'll just come out and say it. I need lyrium. And not the potion kind. I need it in its raw form. My friends and I, some of them also have magical talent, and I wish to, and this may sound crazy to you, Cassian, but I wish to perform a harrowing.
Beg your pardon.
I wish them all to perform a harrowing. Well, the ones with magical talent, in order to better protect themselves from spirits of the Fade.
Do you realize what you're asking?
I do,
That could be the end of all of you.
indeed. We won't do it immediately. We will need to prepare, have more experience under our belt, but I believe it can only bring good.
What do you hope to gain from this?
Myself and my friend Neeson, for both of us, I would wish to gain better control. a chance of self-reflection. The fate always changes to the person in it and how it is perceived by that person. I believe her and I are in need of that.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm sorry. If you wanted me to help you, you had to tell me what I was meant to say.
Cassie's just over there, just jaw like dropped, like what?
Like,
Tillin,
what?
You want to do a what now?
You want to do what?
Say what? Excuse me? Me over here, like, furiously Googling on the
Hey, I've done
Dragon Age
that
wiki. Like, she
years
wants to do a
ago.
what?
Yeah. I've done it years ago. Don't want to do it again. It's crappy.
I'll take a picture of this.
oh man,
Oh
natural
no.
20 or something.
Or a
Yeah,
natural one. I
damn
don't know.
it.
Oh dear.
She kind of steps past you, kind of her hands clasped in front of her, kind of midsection, and just there's a moment where her back's turned to you, where she just turns around. You can see this like very. Her eyes are still kind, but there's this intense look on her face. What you are asking? What you wish to do? This is too dangerous. Given what I have seen, all of you, what you're capable of, it's even more so dangerous. For two of you in particular. I wish to aid you in any way I can, but I cannot aid you in sending you to your certain deaths.
Well, thank you for hearing us out, sister.
I apologize.
And cousin is like looking at Serena like,
I understand your concerns.
I understand that this is something that you seek. You will probably do it regardless. But I ask, when you do, please do not do it alone. Have someone there who knows these things, who can aid you.
Well, we could. We could get the help of. I won't even say it yet. I don't want Cassian to smite me down with his arcane. But, yes, we will not do it alone. I'm sorry for stressing you.
you brought me here. You didn't even tell me what you were going to ask, so I would have. Never mind, sister. Thank you. You're right. You're right about danger. I know exactly what this ritual entails. Well, a version of it. I've heard lots of tales about the Southern Circle and their harrowing.
However, well, I believe Taro is, Warden Dale, is attempting to rouse up some sort of reward for you all. While I can't help you with what you're asking, I can offer you this. And she kind of goes to a side table and So there's a little lock on it. She pulls out a small key from underneath her robe and unlocks it and opens the drawer. And you see she produces a small glass vial with a bit of swirling blue liquid within it. I present to you this as thanks for everything that you've done. And everything that I'm sure you're going to do.
It is much appreciated. What are we looking at? 2 Lyrium potions?
Just one.
One Lyrium potion.
Yeah.
Got it.
Recovers, it's a lesser hit Delirium potion that recovers 1d4 plus 1 spell points.
Got it.
And she just kind of nods at you. These are very rare, and it's the least I can do, so...
That's appreciated. I believe we should go back to our friends, shouldn't we, my dear?
Yes. Again, my apologies. And Serena will turn around. And just
Oh, you
walk.
have nothing to apologize for having good intentions. Thank you, Sister Arda.
That's correct.
I hope that the recovery goes smooth. And, well, if we ever to meet again, that it is in better circumstances.
May the light guide you.
Yeah, of course. Go well.
God bless.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Cassian's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Just insert T'Challa meme. We don't do that here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Cassian's a follower of Dumont. That's all we know, alright?
What?
You're a follower of Dumont. You got the old gods in your heart. I know it. I can tell.
Yeah, it's in the blood. Okay. Yeah, but as we go out, Cassian is like John Travolta in Serrano.
Oh my God.
Good lord.
That can mean a lot of things.
Oh fuck. Yes, it can. Anyway. What?
You know what? Next time we are in a big town, we should do some research so you understand exactly what the heroin entails and everything that is involved in the preparation. Do you know that the Southern Chantry has a Templar ready to strike you in case you get possessed? Like, right through. We don't do that in Tevinter, but do you know that we are not in Tevinter? We could always go to Tevinter and do the heroin there. It's going to be a lot more enlightening, but...
Well, Cassian. For myself, I believe I am somewhat immune to possession. Considering. But
Well.
I mainly wanted to do it as a way to talk face to face instead of in my dreams. But as for
So you-
Eason, I wanted her to conquer this demon fully. Not just as a subservient thing, but something that follows her order to the letter.
You know,
Cassie, make an Arcana check.
yeah, I'm not so good at those anymore. Okay.
That
7? Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. What Serrano says is totally true.
Yeah, yeah. But I would know that there are other ways of controlling demons because my people control demons all the time, and it's not because of the hiring, right? I mean, do I need to roll for
Well-
Arcana for that?
In this moment, you're not really thinking of that because you failed your check.
Yeah, I know.
That is knowledge you have, but in this moment, you're not thinking of it.
Right, right.
You're just listening to Serrano talk and
regardless,
Just like
responding.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
regardless, we don't have delirium. This is further down the line than I expected.
Right.
Let's put it out of our minds for now.
I hope it's never going to be on the line, really. But we can discuss that later.
All right. Anything anyone else wishes to accomplish? Any other trips to the Fade anyone wishes to attempt?
Yeah. I'm actually
How
gonna go
about
ask the
that?
sister for lyrium. I want to hold a harrowing.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, for sure, for realsies. Fennon's gonna do one more thing.
Okay.
She's gonna spend a little bit of time out just on the edge of the trees, and find a couple little cedar saplings and some sage if she can, and cut them and fashion them into a little bracelet. Kind of braid them, wind them around.
Okay.
And she's gonna make 2 of them, and she's gonna give one to Verlin. Hey, Verlin.
Yeah.
Couldn't find any mistletoe, but I've got something better. Here. For luck.
You oh, you made me a bracelet?
Yeah.
Is it my name day?
I don't know, is it? When's your name day?
I don't really remember. And that sounds kind of dumb, so
Just for you.
I'm too afraid to ask you then when it is.
Yeah, you just make one up. It's fine.
Oh no, I have one.
But
There's been a lot going on.
True. Yeah. Yeah, there has, hasn't there?
Well,
I just thought
well, thank
you don't
you.
have to hold this. Hold on to you. Yeah.
He kind of takes it and slips it on his wrist and looks at it.
Right.
I feel
You're
kind
good.
of bad I don't have nothing for you.
I don't need anything. We'll get back to Cumberland and I don't know, find something fun to do. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we could do something fun. No more demons and falling off bridges.
Not in the immediate future.
Can it be a no future? Please?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try.
That was really scary.
Yeah. It's real scared for you. Pretty brave for a kid, you know?
Tell you a secret?
Sure.
I thought I was falling. I kind of weed a bit. Just a few drops. I was really scared.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No. No, I get that. I've been pretty scared too. Before.
But you're a Grey Warden. I thought they weren't scared of nothing.
Now you become a Grey Warden. It's pretty scary.
Oh.
Yeah. But I had a friend with me. He got me through. So, keep friends. It's alright.
Are we friends?
Sure. Are we?
I'd like that.
Fake on it.
Okay. He reaches his hand up towards you and shakes your hand. Kind of encompasses a small little 10-year-old hand. Actually, you're pretty small. Finn's pretty small, actually.
I mean, I'm not that big.
Yeah.
I have like a couple man hands.
Yeah, you're only like a foot taller than him.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I better get back to work.
Okay.
Stay out of mischief.
Yeah, I know. No more lighting curtains on fire, even though it was an accident.
I know.
He kind of runs off.
kid. Yeah, that's it.
Last few things. Near the end of the week. Oh, sorry. Did you want to do something, Leo? Sorry.
I need a staff.
Okay. Well, we were getting to
Oh
that.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I had others.
I would tell him that the guy is making armors. I would tell everyone that he's making weapons. By the way, so
Okay.
consider yourself informed.
And
Okay.
I had a few things, but I don't
Oh.
think anyone can hear me.
No,
I think something's going on with my
No, you're
mic.
good.
I don't.
You're
I
good.
don't. I, don't
You're good. You're good.
I haven't heard you the entire time if you were talking until now. All right. So, Leo, you said you had another thing other than the staff.
Yeah. So when Fennon goes and does her things, like gets the what did she made the bracelet out of whatever when she went out into the woods.
Peter.
Mm-hmm.
She sees Leo. He has made
Oh.
a like a little bit into the woods where it's like a little bit hidden, but not quite
Yeah.
hidden.
You're on the edge of town, yeah. Edge of
He's
the woods.
made himself a little parkour course because he's so freaking embarrassed about how much he's been beat to shit, and he's just relentlessly practicing.
Oh my god, he's training.
Oh my God, King. Okay.
Training montage. She watches for a little bit. She doesn't say
And
anything.
there's
Make-
a lot of balance work.
Make
And
make
there's
an acrobatics
Yeah.
check.
God, if you botch this, I'm actually gonna cry.
13. Okay.
Stable? That's stable?
Yeah, that's good. That's not bad. Finnan, you watch silently as you see Leo Von run this parkour course a number of times. Probably does a good 100 repetitions of it, and running himself a little ragged. But you see just this intense look of determination and just intensity on his face as he's just continuously just running through it over and over again.
Can I tell
You're doing
her?
great.
Can I tell her to make a perception check?
Sure,
Okay.
make a perception check.
I'll proceed. Alright, come on. Come on. 23. What you
23.
doing?
Okay, so every time he's finished, he's muttering to himself, and you can hear him, and he's like, "Finna said you'd be powerful. She said you would be strong and that you couldn't be beat, and you keep getting your ass beat. She said you would be the most powerful. Do it again. Do it again."
Who's that?
I don't know. That's what you heard.
That's what you heard.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Doing great,
Yeah,
Leo.
that's his thing. So, oh, and when he's like, you like when you say that, he kind of starts, and then he goes. That is all he is doing, and waiting for his staff to get made.
Okay. All right. Itakad, you said you had some things.
Yes. First and foremost, I'm going to find a bag.
What kind of bag?
A big old duffel bag.
Okay.
Thouser's, he's got his alchemy satchel like outside at all times, but he also needs something to hold components with. So he's looking for a big one.
Like an oversized component pouch.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Let's
Just
see,
something with all the
large-
bells and whistles to keep like what sort of like spell components or like there's like a harvester's bag situation.
Yeah, harvester's bag. Where like someplace he can put like the elf root, the samples he has, the extra potions, like not his formulas and elixirs, but the external stuff. Something.
Okay.
Or his personal inventory.
Gotcha. Mm, there's a very very small general goods store within Tillin. Um, the proprietor, a human man named Wellborn, um, tells you that he doesn't have anything like that on hand, but given some time, um, he could probably pull together some leather and create a bag to your specifications, if you wish.
How long would that take? Because this is like at the first day of
Right.
that week.
Right. He kind of, give me a moment. And he kind of turns and goes into a back room. You hear like shuffling of boxes and a few like what sounds like clinking glass just kind of clink, 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 clanks to the ground. He picks those up and you hear a very loud kind of like a like a sealed lid getting broken open, and he kind of comes back. I have a bunch of the leather on hand. I probably shouldn't take more than 4 days at the most.
That should work perfectly. If possible, give it some multiple pockets, pouches, and so forth.
I'm assuming you'd want it to be watertight as well to protect whatever you're.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, I can have that done for you in about 4 days. It would cost you about 25 silver pieces.
Okay, yeah. That's
Well, thanks for a moment. Given the circumstances and everything you've done for the town, we'll say 20 silvers instead.
Oh, thank you.
But of course.
Oh, that is most appreciated.
Excellent. I'll get to work on that right away.
Thank you very much.
And he goes ahead and begins to work on your bag.
And if this is the same place, I don't know if this is the same place. I need to buy vials, jugs, water. Nah, I got a water skin. Yeah, vials, jugs, flasks. Looking for those.
Okay. Jugs easily found. Essentially, a jug or a pitcher that can hold about a gallon of liquid would run you about 2 coppers. And you could probably find like 10 of them. They weigh about 4 pounds each. Flasks, can find about 2 of those within Wellborn's shop. That also cost 2 coppers, weigh 1 pound, and can hold up to a pint of liquid. Vials, however, there isn't any, glass blowers or anyone who works in that trade within Tillin, so you unfortunately do not find any empty vials.
Okay. Right. So how much were the jugs?
The jugs are 2 coppers. There's 10 of them. The flasks are also 2 coppers, but there's only 2 of those. Jugs can hold up to 1 gallon of liquid. The flasks can hold 1 pint of liquid. The jugs the jugs weigh 4 pounds. The flasks weigh 1 pound.
And flasks. I'm buying 2 jugs and 3 flasks.
There's only 2 flasks.
Oh, then the 2 flasks.
Okay, cool. So, mark off the copper pieces for those. And yeah, you now have
And
those.
flasks hold 1 pint, right?
1 pint, yeah.
Pint. So that is. Jugs were 4 copper?
2 copper each,
2 copper each. Oh,
as are the flasks.
okay. Eight copper. Okay.
So go ahead and purchase the jugs and the flasks and commission the leather bag from Wellborn. Was there anything else you wish to accomplish?
Well, they don't have I'm assuming that it's a farming town, so they don't have an alchemy table where I need to apparently be to make stuff. So I can't really.
Unfortunately not. Even like the potions Sister Arda has are imported. They have no one here who makes anything alchemical.
It's all chill. Going back to the city.
Is there a wood carver?
A wood carver within Tillin? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if I could like commission a fold-out table?
A full. Just gonna be carrying a table on your back?
Not like a big, huge one, like a sort of nightstand. I don't know, like
a portable writing desk.
like about as
type
long as
situation.
put your arms together at the fingertips, like from elbow to elbow, and it, like folds in the middle, and like you can and like the legs can fold up inside of it, and then it folds, so it's like portable. So I have a portable alchemy table.
He's probably working on rebuilding houses.
Well, you approach the carpenter of Tillin. You ask if there's anyone in town who can do that, and you're pointed. You're pointed in her direction. You are introduced to a female human woman, as most people in Tillin are human, named Armel. And as you describe it, she's just kind of nodding. Right. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Do alchemy tables require special properties?
Well, no, you just
Like,
need...
I would know that. I know nothing of Dragon Age, but do they have like specific
like an alchemist laboratory would have would have all the proper equipment. But if you just have a workstation, you have alchemist supplies which you can do very minor alchemy with, like on the go. If you had a table, it would make it much easier. You probably could do a little more, in-depth work on the go. But no, there aren't any like magical runes or anything. It just, like an alchemist actual lab would have, all the equipment that you could think to need.
Burners, implements.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as you're describing the table, she's just kind of nodding.
Yeah, and maybe not even like have, or maybe it does not even. Maybe it does not have even the full length of table legs. Maybe it's something with like little stubs that you just set on a desk or something of that sort.
Yeah, that's quite intricate. I mean, I can probably do something like that. She kind of like looks around the town. Give me a moment. And she walks into like her little woodworking shed, where you can hear like the
Oh,
sounds.
she's probably busy rebuilding buildings that burned down.
While she's talking to you, you can hear
Yep.
people within her shop, here on like the outer steads of Tillin.
Can you repair the hole in the roof so my child doesn't get drenched during the rain? No, go to the side. I want my table.
Um,
I'm an ass now.
you hear a number of voices inside, for an uncomfortable amount of time. It's like 3 or 4 minutes before she returns to you. Okay, something that intricate I myself will have to do. Luckily I have plenty of help, to, and she just broadly gestures towards Tillin.
It's perhaps
Time
and
and
find myself in a
well, time and materials, it would have a cost, but given everything that we've heard about
I
you and your
understand.
group, I would be willing to deliberate much of my work to my apprentices. So
no, please, by all means, never mind. This was more for my own convenience, for a little thing, make it a little easier. But this here, and he just like puts his arm out and like motions in a circle around the town. This needs attention.
well, I agree.
So, by all means, divert your energies to this. But if at all possible, could you, being an expert in woodworking, draw up perhaps a schematic for something which you had in mind? That way, when I go to a place that is less, and just look at the burned buildings and less indisposed,
Well,
perhaps I can give that to
That
them.
I can absolutely do for you. Give me a moment.
Sit.
And she kind of goes back into her shop for a few minutes, comes back with this, large piece of parchment that's rolled up, and hands it to you. Something with the specifications that you required would look roughly like this. I went ahead and wrote down all the measurements, where the bolts and the wood should connect, and how it should fold in on itself. Take that to any accomplished carpenter or woodworker, and I'm sure they could get it taken care of for you.
Danke. Thank you very much.
Of
Greatly
course.
Thank you for your time, and have a very nice day. As best day as you can have. Goodbye.
The sentiment's appreciated. You have a good day. She just turns and goes back into the shop.
And then I'll just like through the week start just taking down some notes, as well as go around the town, like just go through grass and leaves, find maybe some more herbs, kind of like the relief root, anything that could be useful.
Okay. Alright. Make a... Wait, what you're looking for herbs? I think I misheard you. Okay, you are, okay. Sure, make a survival check.
Vital.
10. Looking around the town and the surrounding, farmland, and just at the edge of the Planocene forest, not wanting to go in there by yourself, anything of use alchemically, you get the sense has probably already been picked to aid in the mending and healing of those who were injured within the town. anything like elf root or any medicinal herbs have been gathered.
Ah, I get you.
All right. Anything else,
Yeah,
Itakad?
I'll be off.
Okay.
I suppose applying any medical help to the citizens, the people.
Okay.
Just like
Near the end of the week, Itakad, you are approached by Sister Arda, who just kind of catches you as you're, lending your medical knowledge to attend to whoever still needs healing, or at least their wounds dressed from the fray. You
Alright,
see,
now leave the bandage on. If you feel an itching, do not scratch it. You scratch it, it will fall off.
ah, you want me to scratch it?
No, don't scratch it. No, you leave it be. If you scratch it, it may fall off. You don't want any infections. Once it gets infection, it starts turning green, starts rotting from the inside out, and then either we have two options at that point: either we cut out the infected area, with which you will have to limp for the rest of your life with the cane.
Mm.
I don't know your current state of health, but right now, obviously, you are in a very incapacitated moment. So just leave it be, let it heal, and as always, keep it out of water. If you must put it in water, just don't put it in water. Just take a wet cloth with some clean water, like rainwater or something like that, and just apply it there.
They're gonna do everything completely different.
Excellent
Yeah.
bedside manner.
That's a lot. I'm just gonna do what I do. Thanks.
Now let's play the game of wondering what he was talking about.
As the
Something about water?
as the
Yeah.
citizen, I think he said clean it and scratch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can understand.
Scratch it with dirty
Fuck.
water, I think he said. Scratch it.
Yeah. I think he wants me to
I
pour
said, like-
raw
Just put-
mercury into
Yeah,
my
yeah,
wound.
Just put some mud on it. All right, got it.
Yeah, rub some dirt on
I'm
it.
not. I'm not.
It's abrasive. It'll scratch it, and it'll keep all the infection out because
Just
it
like
creates
Grandma
a mud
told me.
barrier.
Got what plants need.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, as he
Keep it out of dirty water. Use clean water, fresh water. On the rag,
as he
and
walks away, you get the feeling that most of the people that you've dressed wounds are here because someone probably told them to be here, but there are so many other places they'd rather be, whether it's helping or getting back to farming or their lives. These are simple common folk. They don't care. They have things they need to do, and they don't want to be here getting medical treatment. You get the sense that
the common clay of the farmlands.
Yeah.
Morons.
most people in towns like Tillin are very salt of the earth, just hardworking. Going to the doctor is not really a thing for them.
I gotta cut my arm. Put some dirt on it and get back to work. You got it, Paul.
Basically, that's how I was raised. Shit.
Yeah, I know though how that works too.
However, you are approached by Sister Arda, and you can see she has this, very plain-looking wooden box in hand, and she just kind of like holds her hand up. Dr. Itakad, I was hoping to catch you. I haven't seen you since your first night here when you came to visit the Chantry, and I just, on behalf of myself and a number of other citizens of Tillin, I just wanted to present to you just a small token of our gratitude. I saw in the fray that sometimes you incorporate the use of a crossbow in your work, so I wanted to present you some of these. I had Dorn, our blacksmith now, I had him work on these during the week. And as she opens the box, you see five you see five well-crafted crossbow bolts within the box. The small little, like, a maker's mark on the, the shaft of the bolt themselves. These are just a gift as a token of thanks.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you very much. I I do not know what to say other than I will be sure to put them to good use. And I'll take the. Is she offering me the
Sure
box?
you
Or
will.
the
Yeah,
crossbow?
she hands you the box.
Okay.
As she does, these
What
are,
are these?
That's like, haha, now I have a box.
I have a box now. Excellent.
Hey.
These
The nun
are...
gave me her box.
Wow.
I don't need a box, but I found one.
Oh, please. Where are my notes? Where are my notes?
It's a box.
I'm sure they are at the last place you put them.
Yes. These would be considered, 5, masterwork crossbow bolts. They are +1 bolts, however, they are not considered magical, and they are 1 use. They are just really well crafted ammunition.
5 of them?
Yep, 5 +1 bolts.
Got it. I love Mastercraft in 5th edition. Just gives you a little oomph.
Yeah. And considering the world of Dragon Age, you just can't go into a shop and find magically enchanted ammunition. So you gotta rely on blacksmiths to make awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So as she presents that to you, she just kind of gives you a kind smile. And also thank you for all the medical aid that you are providing to citizens of Tillin. That is very kind.
Oh, it is no problem whatsoever. It is a doctor's duty to ensure the health of those around them.
And
You have my promise. So long as I am capable, I will always reach out my hand to those who ask for it.
that's good to know. And my reasons for coming to you are somewhat selfish. I was curious. That night you came to the Chantry. What exactly was it you were looking for?
Oh, bandages, wrappings, anything to help stop the bleeding of someone who has suffered a wound.
That was it.
Yeah.
Very well. Safe travels, Doctor.
You as well. Have a nice. Is it day or Is it morning or evening?
Probably like midday.
Have a nice afternoon.
Steps away. Also on this day.
Oh, lady, what else you got?
Also on this day, Leovan, as you're coming back from your parkour session in the woods, you see just kind of standing near the road that you would, have to cross into Tillin. You see Lord Keeper Arelis just kind of standing there, kind of leaning against this, kind of rosewood-colored staff that you've always seen him with, just seemingly waiting. As he sees you approach, he just kind of gives you a polite head nod. Leovan, was it?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I mean, almost died like 3 times in the last 72 hours, so there's that.
Very well.
That it?
Your companion, Finnan, these past few days has... Well, she's shown an interest in her and technically your heritage.
You want to come to elf practice?
Wow.
Good fucking god.
Holy fuck.
Practice.
You want to come to elf practice?
As he's just kind of waiting there,
Sorry.
he looks at you, Leo, and continues. I was curious if you shared her thirst for knowledge and history.
Like, why?
There's power in knowing where one comes from, knowing their history, and learning about them.
How long City Elves been shit on by humans?
About the same length of time that humans have been shitting on Dalish elves, as you put it.
So, long time, right?
Fair amount, yes.
What's the point in learning about that? Not gonna end anytime soon.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
What, you starting a revolution?
No, I'm much too old for that. And we have seen what happens when an elf holds too much hate in their heart.
You grew up like I did, there's not much else to hold.
As you say that, you can see his, very just empathetic, sorrowful kind of look in his eyes. That is very fair. I'm sorry you didn't grow up around us. I understand not wanting to partake in our histories, not caring. I do understand that.
Tell you what, you teach her, she can tell me around the campfire sometime. But I got training to do, because I almost died from a fucking log.
That is a start.
I don't know if any stories are gonna make my feet work better on a log.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, I would be really fucking surprised if a story helped me on a log, gotta say.
Now, log. You seem to be slippery. But have I told you the story?
Ah, yes. There was once the tale of the slippery-footed elf
Have I ever
Slippery
told
log.
the story of a blonde, like a bald elf who was slippery as fuck?
Just walks over to the log. Have you ever heard the story of Dothwood the Wise?
Wow, get the fuck out of here. You deserve
Get
to not be here.
I hate it.
Of course not. It's not a story the Cypress would tell you. um,
It's
okay.
not the story that circles will tell you.
Yeah.
What a fun campaign, guys.
He kind of like leans off the staff a bit and kind of nods at you. Very well. Learning from Finnan. What little or much you do learn from her. That is a start.
How sturdy does that staff look?
It looks pretty sturdy. He just kind of, takes you in. And despite your grumpy nature, you did almost die trying to save my people, trying to save this village. Whether it
Nope,
was...
Pretty sure I was just delivering cheese.
You could have ended it there and went back to wherever you came from, but instead you rushed into the woods.
Did I rush? I don't remember rushing. I mean, I'm kind of with these people, and if I don't come back, well, wait a minute. If I don't come back with them, I get all the money. Oh, that's a good idea.
And we never saw him again.
Yeah, his head just kind of tilts to the side. Anyways. Kind of looks at the staff, looks at you. I've had this staff since I was a boy. I don't use it much anymore. Mostly as a walking implement. But I have other things that I can use for that. Despite you not wishing to learn about our heritage and our history, the people you hail from, I feel it would do you more good than it could do me.
I don't know, the last one I had shattered like 3 separate times.
I can assure you this one won't shatter.
I like that.
Hands it to you. I call it the Rose's Thorn.
Oh man, it has a name. Oh boy.
You can rename it if you wish. It's yours now.
Do you talk to it? Does it talk back? It's not one of those, is it? I heard a story once. There was some noble in our town that
He
like,
just turns and walks away. As you see in your hand, this quarterstaff seems to be made from a Burmese rosewood, and you can smell a pleasant fragrance seems to always waft from it.
smells like backstory.
Kind of spinning it around and feeling the weight of it. It is incredibly balanced, and you kind of give it like a few, thwacks on a nearby tree, and it is tough and it is hardy, much more hardy than your previous staff.
You mean my staff I bought in Dragon's Age Target?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Age Target. Yeah, that's in Nevarra City.
It wasn't even Target. It was just Target.
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 Wasn't even that. This is way back, so you went to the Jacks.
Oh man.
Regional reference that I don't get.
It was idolatry.
Delicious stuff. Hell yeah, CDOs with Dalish weapons. High five.
So,
Does this fancy staff come with any information or?
do you attune to it?
Well, yeah, I'm not attuning to it.
Okay. After you finish attuning to it,
If this
you
thing kills me, I'm gonna be pissed.
yeah. As you finish attuning to it, you just die. You're dead.
It's cursed. Bye.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Hazel?
That crafty old bastard.
Yeah. Ah, one less city elf in the world.
Well, at least I didn't have to listen to the damn stories.
I annoyed the man so much with my damn questions that he killed.
That he
Leah.
murdered Leo, yeah.
Oh my god.
The information as you finish
finishes
attuning to
attuning
it, you
Right up and just beats them with crap.
yeah. You know the item to be called the Rose's Thorn, which you can rename if you wish, but this is what it does.
Ooh.
Ah, yes, from Burma.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. Oh, I kind of
Oh wow.
Oh, look at
Ah,
that.
yes, the country known as Burma.
Is that's like a
Yay!
Thing?
Well, it used to be Burma, now it was absorbed by the Tibetan Imperium.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you guys can just get your
Ooh.
basic nondescript magical items if you
No,
want.
no, no.
I will just stop putting thought into these
Give me the
items.
flavor! Give me the flavor! No, it's beautiful and perfect and wonderful! I love you!
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we pissed off the DM guys. No, we're just making sure. We love you! Thank you for this.
So yeah, it's a magical quarterstaff that you can use an action to make the rose sprout out, and it's essentially a 20-foot radius around you. They have to make a dex saving throw or take 2d8 piercing damage.
That's cool as
that-
shit.
like unlimited?
Um,
It just says as an action.
yeah, that should say once per day, but
Every action.
I'll rewrite that.
Hey. I was like, oh.
I also forgot to add the saving throw.
Let's negotiate.
Just spam it every fight.
No. They just take it. They just take it. No saving throw. It's fine.
It deals
Will that
max damage.
Somehow
Always.
magically end up in my inventory, or do I need to figure out how to do that? Perform your wizardry, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I can add the attack for you.
Thank you. Other than that, is it just like a normal quarterstaff?
No, it's magical, so it will
Magic.
get past all resistances or immunities to anything that has against non-magical attacks.
But like no like +1 or anything
No,
like
no,
that?
no.
Okay.
It just has the radial attack.
Huzzah!
We love our Dalish weapons here. Hell yeah. Go
Appropriating Dalish artifacts.
Hey, I'm
Now
trying to
feel
learn.
bad. I feel like I should have at least listened to one story. He gave me a thing.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like a dick.
He sheepishly shows up at elf practice.
Hey.
I heard you were telling stories.
I'm just sitting here. I just happen to be here. I'm not gonna move, but you can be there. It's fine.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
There you go. It's in your attacks and spellcasting now.
Damn, he works quick.
I see it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, anything anyone else wishes to do as we call a close to this week of downtime? As you know,
Can Leo get 3 more darts?
sure. Absolutely.
How much would 3 more darts cost?
They cost 5 copper apiece, so it's 15 copper pieces.
Can
Done.
Krauser also buy some more bolts?
Sure.
Like
I'm good
not
on arrows.
some Work, just some regular
Fine.
ones needs ammo.
Crossbow bolts will cost you one silver piece.
For each?
I think so. Yo, I don't know who wrote these notes, but they were not.
Expensive.
They were not very descriptive.
Yeah, I wonder who did that.
Yeah. No, hang on. That's not right. Hang on. I was reading the wrong thing.
For a pack of 10 or something.
Hang on. I was reading the wrong thing. 1 second.
Get you a 6-pack of bolts for 1 silver.
Yeah, right?
For $9.99.
$9.99 store.
Sorry, for a case of 20 bolts, it's 10 silvers. My bad.
Ah, there we go. Makes more sense.
Okay, that I can do.
And if you didn't want to buy a full case, you could buy as you could buy 10 for 5 silvers if you wish.
Yeah, but 20 is good.
Okay, cool. So add that to your inventory. All right. What's up?
Really quickly, I've decided I want to live life on the edge, and I do want to attune to this item. I don't want to identify it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
If it's cursed, that's whatever.
Elgadir gives you a cursed item as a
gives you
goodbye
cursed-
present.
Well,
Yeah.
he
said
said
he
like
doesn't
take
know
it
what it
somewhere,
is.
not use
Yeah.
it.
Not use it, but I want to know what it does, and you know.
I assumed it was just like a little trinket, like you offer it like an offering or something, but
It might be, but you never know unless you find out, right?
knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
Yeah,
Knowledge is power.
He just said, "Fuck it, we're living on the edge."
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes. I'm
We
a
all
bit
know what
scarred by the
identifying
identify
thing.
spell. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, those after
No,
last, after
don't
last
worry.
night, you just
Oh
want
my-
to
oh my
blindly
goodness,
attune to
identify.
this. Okay.
All my homies said it.
So as you finish attuning to it, you know this to be the ring of spell shield.
Oh, hold the phone.
Oh, that's pretty.
The ring of spell shit? What?
Spell shield.
Shield.
Oh,
The ring has 3 charges and regains 1d3 charges every day at dawn. As part of the action, when you cast a spell or create a magical effect, you may choose to spend any number of charges to shield a creature from the harmful effects of the spell or effect until the damage has been dealt.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
so
delightful.
This is like the light evocation.
Light evocation light, and you gotta know that this is the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Sexy. Cool.
And essentially, you put it on like 2 different fingers, and
Yeah.
as you go to create the magical effect, it
That's a sexy look.
Yeah. We got some complicated jewelry here. Love it.
Fucking hell, yes. I'm gonna get the earring, and the chain, and the nose ring at the same time. Fuck yeah.
Jesus, looking like someone from
Super hot. Super hot.
Yeah.
Whoa, shit. God.
India?
Hang on, what was the what was that, the country with the cute name in Game of Thrones?
No idea. A lot of countries have cute names in Game of Thrones.
No, I said Q name. It starts with a Q.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Cohort?
Was that what it was? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The Q&A.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been forever. I don't want to think about Game of Thrones. Anyways,
Been a long time.
on the day that you guys decided to finally set out and return to Cumberland, as you're getting your carts and everything all packed up, it's empty now, because you did complete your task of delivering the things to the Arbor Inn.
We did. Go us.
You kind of pack up your things to return to Cumberland and finish your original reason to be here. You all are approached by Tarldale, who just kind of is carrying this rough wood chest just on his shoulder, just kind of hefting it up as he walks towards you all and just drops it down into your cart. Myself and a few of the citizens pooled our resources together and, well, just a small token of our thanks to you all.
That's very much appreciated, sir.
Very kind.
After much deliberation with Lawkeeper Aurelius, he and all of his people are welcome to leave whenever they wish. They're also welcome to stay if they wish that as well.
Well, it's a relief.
I hope everyone here has a good winter. Is able to get back to their lives as best they can. Wish you all the best.
I appreciate that. Hope you all have a safe travel.
Thank you.
Nods at you all and turns and goes back to doing his business.
Can we open to see if it's just coin or if there's anything else?
Yeah, you open it and it's Dalish elf heads just inside
Holy
of it.
Yes!
We massacre the
No,
town.
these villagers are metal.
The elves lose their shit.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
No, as you open it up, you do see a fair amount of coin
Oatmeal.
within it. It's just oatmeal, already cooked. It's gooey. It's no, it's it is coin, mostly silver, but you do see some coppers in there as well. In total, it is 112 silvers and 78 coppers.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people do we got?
6.
6.
Okay, so everybody gets 13 copper.
Oh.
From the 78
You already on
copper.
that?
Yeah.
13.
The 112 divided by 6 is 18 for everybody, and someone else gets an extra one. Whoever wants it.
Leo, because he almost died.
Yes.
Leo gets an extra silver. Excellent. As you guys divvy all that up and pile into the cart, Finnan back at the reins, you guys take off and begin making your way out of Tillin, leaving behind the.
Did I get my bag?
Yes, yeah, you got your bag. Sorry.
Thank you.
But you paid for already, correct?
How many copper?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you have your bag. Immaculately crafted. Looks much like the picture you posted, minus all of the accoutrement that's inside of it. That's empty. It has nothing inside of it. So yeah. You guys begin making your way out of Tillin, behind the strangeness and the near death moments, and
Serrano will look at Fenton and ask, do you think you could ask if you could ask the innkeep for hazard pay? We seem to have overextended our bounds of the cheese delivery.
That's the greatest sentence ever.
That, do you want to come to elf practice?
We have overextended our bounds of the cheese delivery.
Well,
Go see him. Hi, how's the trip? Do you have any idea what we went through to give them their dairy?
Yeah. Oh man.
she'll look at Serrano. Well, I don't know if it's the innkeeper in Cumberland City's fault that happened, but I'll do something, yeah.
Perhaps we could tell the first enchanter and she'll reward us somehow. She seems to like everything we do.
Shoot for a heads up at least.
Do you really want to tell the first enchanter that we dealt with a demon?
That we saved the town?
Yeah, but we did save the town, but then the questions would come and we do have to answer them. Do we really want
If
to
it
go
happened
there?
here, it could happen to other villages,
I'd rather answer to her than a
other
Templar.
people.
Well, as long as she doesn't alert a Templar, that's fine, I suppose.
Practically the same thing.
She seems she
Exactly.
doesn't. It seems she seems to not like the Templars. But we shall see.
Fair enough. I'd rather not answer questions about, you know,
Exactly. That's what I was
it, but
We don't have to say
referring
what
to.
we did, but
I understand. If you all want to.
But I'm merely saying it from mercenary experience. When a job is done, even if there was nothing before, I would like a reward. And that's just me.
And I mean, this is not any of your problems, but
I'll talk to the
when
gatekeep.
if we do tell the first enchanter, we're gonna have to cut out some pretty choice details, or I'm pretty sure I don't know, gonna be tried or
Right.
killed.
Oh,
And
We
and
can.
I thought the point was not to alert them more. Remember the last time we went to the chantry and we went to the circle and you were like, "Oh, let's not do this again because we have to apostate."
well,
Among us.
what should we do when we head to Cumberland and finally arrive? Shall we track down these slavers that we intended to come for?
I mean, maybe.
Yes, definitely. If that was not just a ruse to get us together, which I'm still not sure it wasn't.
I'm having a feeling anything that was told to us to bring us here was all complete shite.
Right, exactly. So I'm not sure if that is, but however, there was blood magic used to steal
Well,
the
regardless,
sun.
Cumberland's proximity to Tevinter, there probably are slavers in it.
Of course, yeah.
Um, were we waiting for the Grand Enchanter to want to speak to us about the box?
Oh, yes.
Or am I losing my mind?
I think we do have a meeting lined up.
I
Don't
would
know if it's immediate.
definitely,
Box.
would definitely not mind meeting her again.
The
No,
Grand
not
Enchanter or
even
the first
her.
Enchanter?
The first Enchanter said she was
Oh,
going to tell the Grand Enchanter, and
oh no,
he may
yeah, the
want to
first
talk to us.
enchanter. Don't really care.
Which
Well,
I'm not really thrilled about that, but
if the grand enchanter is as well, never mind. Um,
Well, let's return the cart and get our
Yes.
pay.
Regardless, we won't know till we get there, so let's go.
right.
If if it can be thrown into the pot, I of ideas, I also have this. I'll take out the uh, sheet of paper from the board from the city. Uh, this job that deals with uh, this Neverite mine.
Hmm.
To be
huh?
perfectly honest, I could use a bit of the material for some of my research and could most likely make some good equipment out of it. I don't know if anyone else would be partial to obtaining some of this as well as making money.
Hmm.
It is a group elective, I suppose.
I am not opposed to another job, especially if we find
Of
nothing
course.
pertaining to slavers.
I'm I'm a bit concerned about what the seer told us.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what leads we have or what could even be done about it, but
As far as leads,
if
the
it's
only one
true,
we had is lying dead in her weird shack.
yeah, can get a lot of detail, did we?
We could certainly investigate. That hasn't
I just
left my mind either.
I don't know if it's worth heading northwest. See if we can find any rumblings, whisperings.
Hmm.
I don't.
I think you're right.
I know it's not any of your responsibilities, but
I mean, apparently it
I
is.
didn't go back to Ferelden, and if I didn't go back to Ferelden, I'd have to do something.
Well,
I think
Venom,
there's.
if you wish to accomplish warden business, I will gladly follow.
You think there's really a blight in Ferelden?
I
I
haven't
think
heard
that lady
anything
was
yet.
just crazy.
She, she might have been.
There's no way of knowing. Unless any of us know someone in, what is the capital of Ferelden? In Denerim? We could ask. Send a letter.
Can't say I've got many Ferelden friends.
I can write to Sebastian. He'd know.
Then I guess we should
I'll
do
reach
that.
out when we're back in the city. Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Get on the road!
As you guys
To
make your
Cumberland.
way back towards the massive city on the coast of the King Sea.
Yes, you are correct. Good job.
I pull up my epic map. Yes, Waking Sea.
Isn't that big map?
On the coast of the Waking Sea, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, BRB.
BRB.
Yeah, now that we're done in Tillin, I've gotta go back and listen to episode 2 again.
Yeah?
See what the heck that lady said. Yeah. Gotta remember
Well,
all the stuff that
pretty
that
sure that. Pretty
that
sure
Cassian
that,
told me.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that Hazel has all down because Hazel is Hazel, you know.
Yeah, right?
What was I supposed to have written down?
Alright, but
I don't know,
regardless,
you write that-
we'll be right back.
You write down everything.
That's why
Oh, I
figured-
forgot to mention.
Oh, no.
Let us return from our away times. Get rid of the BRB screen.
I like that even though we were muted on the stream, as we were talking, our things were blinking.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
very
They were.
funny.
That's very funny.
Oh man.
For sure. No doubt. Okay, so as we jump back in, as you guys are on the Imperial Highway, headed back towards Cumberland, is there anything you guys wished to do or talk about on the road, or?
Not really. Staying kind of quiet.
Oh, that's-
Practicing more magic. Just it.
No, we're just vibing.
Look at
Vibing,
us.
just vibing.
Not friendly.
No.
Bye.
Alright. Itakad slaps somebody with his bag and does a shit ton of damage.
You know what? Fair enough.
Golly. Kittens,
Leo
that thing's so
drops to
cute.
the ground and just dies.
Yeah, just dead.
Hey,
Just dead.
put that out.
So. As you guys return to the immense city of Cumberland, immediately coming into view first is the Sun Dome of the College of Magi that stands tall and above the rest of the structures within this city. You see its spired golden dome upon the college, with its secondary building next to it, known as the Red Auditorium. You are met with the paved streets of Cumberland as you pass into the King's Quarters, the main kind of thoroughfare and shopping district for most of the human citizens within Cumberland. Where are you guys heading as you make your way back into the city?
To the end.
To the
The
end.
Diamond Lass.
Diamond Lass Tavern,
To
okay.
Fan's girlfriend.
Get that squared away with.
With Fan's girlfriend.
Let's get that cheese cheddar.
Yeah.
Cheddar cheese, yo.
Hey, Milana. What up, homie?
Yo, hazard pay. Now.
Hey, I will talk to her.
So, as you
Fenton
guys...
says to the rest.
As you guys make your way into the Dragon's Den section of Cumberland, where the Diamond Lass Tavern resides, you see the lavish inn within this district. Is busy as usual as you enter. You can see a small band off in the corner on the small little stage, little raised stage area, currently playing a fast and jaunty tune as you enter, and there's just a cacophony of voices throughout as people congregate and conversate within the space. As you all enter, you see Milana kind of standing behind the counter, currently laughing to something a patron says, as she turns and looks towards the door as it opens and sees you all enter. There's a huge smile spreading across her face. You approach,
Man.
and she just kind of puts a hand up towards the person she's speaking with. Oh, afternoon. It's good to see you all back. Safe trip, I take it. You were gone a little longer than I was expecting, but that's all right.
Yeah, sorry about the delay on getting your cart back to you.
Oh, not a problem.
A bit of trouble down at the village. We decided to stay and help out as best we
A
could.
bit?
So
A bit. You're going with the words a
there were
bit.
demons and creatures attacking the village, but it's fine.
I beg your pardon.
It's
What?
fine.
Just gonna come out and say it, huh?
You were attacked by demons? In Tillin?
Only three
Yes.
separate times.
And the spider.
Well, the wolves don't really. I mean,
And the
they
blood
kinda
crows.
The crows.
and the crows and the
Yeah.
And the log.
It's
I mean, and the big man. but,
There were
you know.
possessed
And the big
elves.
man.
Oh damn, that's crazy. It was just cheese. Good lord.
I know,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what we
I'm
said.
saying. What the hell?
Yeah.
You just
Well, I appreciate your delivering for me, and I'm sure the people of Tillin appreciated you protecting them, I guess.
yeah.
yeah, it tasted great at
What
the
we
wake.
could.
God damn.
Yeah.
You watch just like her smile just kind of
Leo.
slowly just fades. Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
your cart's out back.
Oh, good. Excellent.
We're not quite sure what we're doing next. Do you have a room available?
Just the one room.
Oh, no,
Well,
please, no.
the suite with the multiple.
Oh
probably.
yeah. Yeah, of course. I've one available currently.
If possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the night then.
Call it 2 nights while
2
we
nights,
figure out what we're doing and.
Oh, right. Your payment. Sorry.
Yes.
There was mention of a wake, and my mind just kind of went blank.
There were a lot of dead people.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were. Sorry you had to deal with that. She goes into a back room and returns with a.
While she's gone,
Okay.
I'll turn to the others. Now, I'll talk to her about the hazard pay later. Let's just. It'll be fine, okay?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
really think it's her responsibility to give us hazard pay.
It's not exactly her fault, so
No.
I'll just don't worry about it. And as long as no one objects, she'll just wait for Alana to get back.
Leo gives you a scowl. She returns with a large
Make
leather pouch. You can
875.
see it's like protruding at the sides with a gold well,
I
not
already
gold
told you.
but with coin. She sets it on the counter there. And you also see she has a small kind of rolled up piece of parchment in her hand. I almost forgot. She kind of like looks among you. Shite. Which one of you were named Cassian again?
Me.
Oh, right. She hands you the
Right.
parchment. That came today for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who from?
It wasn't my shift when it arrived. Sorry, I'm not sure.
We'll open it
Is-
later.
Right. But yeah, we totally will. I'm gonna look to see if there's anything I recognize from the parchment, any sigils, any
No, there's
birthrights, any.
it's just rolled up. It's not even clasped or sealed with wax. It's just a piece of rolled up parchment. A small like note sized. So within there you'll find the silvers that were promised to Finnan when she agreed to take the job. I'll leave you to divvying it out, and she kind of pulls out a key, and there's the key to your suite.
Yeah, we can have that. Oh, thank you so much. How much for the suite again?
For 2 nights in advance, that's gonna run you about 4 silvers.
Hand that over and just take the bag.
Hand that over. She
You know, I was going to gossip around, but now I really want to open this and see what's written. Would you mind if I go to the room? Because I also want to check for magic, so just in case.
Yeah,
And then I'm
yeah. Give her the
probably
key.
going to gossip around and see what happened in town while we were away, because, you know, people tend to keep an eye for things, weird
Yeah.
things, you know, strange things. But first, I need to read this. Serena, would you mind? Just in case it explodes on me or something.
Very well.
You get exploding mail often.
Into
Not
winter, they get
often.
exploding everything.
But it's precaution. I'll go up to the room and first I'll cast detect magic on the parchment to see if it's magical.
casting detect
What
magic
what
on
did-
it.
Uh-huh.
On paper.
It
On paper.
It is not magical.
Okay, then I'll open it and
Okay.
read.
You open it and you see quickly scribbled handwriting on it. And it just reads, I don't know if this will reach you, but it's an emergency about the thing we spoke about. And it's signed Delilah Zundrift.
Can you write that down, please? Because I couldn't catch it
Well,
all.
you recognize the name. It is the wife and mother, or the mother of Galan, the boy
Yes.
you rescued.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we have
Yeah.
a follow up.
Yeah. So yeah, I will be back, and once we're like, okay, so didn't explode, which is a good thing, but I think we have a lead.
Do letters often explode?
You would be surprised, yes.
I really would. I've never seen a letter explode.
It's a very easy enchantment, actually.
Magisters
Why would
do
you
worse
make a
things to
letter
each other.
explode?
Magisters like to
Right.
have fun.
Alice,
Right,
what do you
yeah.
mean we got a lead? On what?
This woman is the mother of the bastard child.
Yeah, you didn't.
From the
Yeah, I would have known if you just said the boy, but go on.
right. Well, we met lots of boys. Anyway,
Did
she
we?
has development about, you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think we should go see her, because this is
We
a
brought her to
disgusting.
the circle, didn't we?
Yeah, we
lost her
did.
son.
Did.
Good.
Well, if you don't want to go, I can go by myself and try to figure out if you
Oh, we
prefer to
needed
stay
to go.
here.
We were considering telling what's her face about
Yeah.
thing anyway, so we might as well all make our way up there.
All right. I do think this is important. Remember, there was
Me
blood
too.
magic involved with this boy's
Yeah,
kidnapping.
right.
So
Mm.
I'm very
Alright,
content it didn't explode, however, so it would have been tragical.
Tragical.
Yeah, I just created a
Tragical.
word.
Beautiful.
Cassie just
To
speaks to
Veen. I
Veen
can't-
for a second.
Yeah.
Yes, I spoke to Veen.
How much?
It's
did you
tragic
agree
and magical
to?
together, you know.
Yeah.
How much did Milana and I agree to? It was 75 for
believe-
me, and
45 for the
how much?
Yeah,
for
I
it was, it
45
was
for
it
everyone
was
else?
75 for you and 45 for everyone else.
For everyone else. Okay. So
Because it was originally 75 for everyone, and then you told her that no, they're not Grey Wardens, only I am, and she was like, oh, okay.
Should have to get that out there, huh?
Okay.
Which went over really well with
Hey.
Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I haven't passed it out yet. Okay. I did. Carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah.
She's
So,
using
Are we going-
math here, guys.
what are you guys doing?
Are we going now?
I would go now. I would go right
Yeah,
away.
right.
This we were
Right.
looking for things to do. This is very important. I would just go right away.
Yeah, sounds fine.
And we can try to leave details off so it doesn't alert. Though I have a feeling the first enchanter knows everything. She's not a stupid woman. But the least, details we give inside of a chantry or a circle, the better it is.
You don't
So-
have to be stupid to not know something you have no business knowing. That just means that, well, you don't know.
Right.
Right, whatever. If we're going, we should go.
I'll put the parchments inside my bag and just head downstairs
Okay.
because I want to go.
Are you guys heading to? Where are you heading? You heading to the Salted Slab, their butchery, or are you heading to the college?
yeah.
Is
we
that
should-
on the way to the circle?
should
Because I
check.
feel like we should check there first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
we
the
should check that
the
first.
the Dragon's
Because
Den,
otherwise-
this merchant quarter is closer to the College of Magi. The Salted Slab was within the King's Quarters, which is like the first commerce section of Cumberland. So you would actually have to go away from the college.
Out of your way.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk to the mother first, see what she has to talk about, and then go to the first
Yeah,
enchanter,
but we
depending on.
I'm thinking she's at the college because that's where we brought her and
Is
her
she?
kid, right? That's where we
That
dropped
is-
him off.
Yeah.
Because the kid was like in danger, and they were like, "Okay, you can."
I don't
stay
remember
here."
if the
Which is why
parents
I'm
were
like,
gonna stay there as well.
they were. That's why we packed them all up and we brought them there. But I'm thinking like, I don't know if they're still there. That's the thing. And
Yeah,
if we
that's
run
the
all the way
thing.
up there and
Yeah.
we're like, "Hey, can we talk to them?" and they're like, "Actually,
Because we're like,
That's just a waste of time.
Actually,
Can we ask around, since they were the butchers and people tend to know that, to see if they are back to their house or business, or
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'll just swing by the butcher and see if it looks closed up
or
first.
maybe at
It's on the other side of town, so I don't
it's
want
on
to
the other
walk all
side
the
of
way over
town.
there.
We could
Oh,
ask
yeah.
around on the way if anyone saw the butchers open though. So I would
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
okay.
I'm sure there's multiple butchers in town.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we
well,
have to go to that
we
side of
know.
town to be like, is the closest butcher?
Well, there's only
No, we know the name.
there's only one butcher in the king's quarters, and then there's one here within the dragon's den as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause we
I'm
know
sure
the
people
name of-
walk. Just ask about the salted slab. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. The Saltus Lab. Is the Saltus Lab back in business? Is the family
Yeah.
back?
Okay, she stopped just a random passerby on the street, just this elderly human man. Just
Who are you?
What do you want?
You there?
Salted slab. It was open for a day a little while ago, and then they seem they've closed up again. Leave me be. And he just kind of walks away.
Cool. College of Magi it is, right?
All right. Fennon will divide up
Damn
all the
millennials.
silver and hand everyone 75 pieces.
What?
Yeah? Damn, alright.
How the fuck did you pull that
Big
off?
spender. She's just gonna use her own money.
Own money,
An animal.
own money to supplement everyone else.
What a saint.
What a saint.
Okay. So you guys head towards the College of Magi, the immense building, the center of the all of the circle, and the seat of the Grand Enchanter himself. Yeah, because it's a dude right now, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
It is, yeah. That random guy who
Some random dude.
who no one knows about because the important one hasn't been appointed yet.
Nope.
Is Brias.
Brias, yes.
Grand Enchanter Brias Riverdon. Okay, so you guys head back to the College of Magi. You see two Templars standing guard outside the gates. The large, kind of immaculate metallic gates that lead into the walk up and the courtyard of the college. And as you approach, the gate does not open and they do not address you.
We do not address them either.
Okay, well the gate's closed.
Oh, the
We
gate's
do have to get
closed.
in.
Oh, okay.
Good sirs, we have a meeting with the first enchanter.
Just here. We were not informed of any such meeting with the Grand Enchanter. Please back away from our gates.
I said first, sorry.
Oh.
I was just...
With the first Enchanter, please back away from our gates.
Could you please tell her it's a matter of importance, and if you drop our names, she will understand. We are patient. We can wait. It's...
We are not trained to be messengers for plebeians. Please back away from our facilities.
Isen reaches into her
last
pocket and
time.
pulls out the symbol that the first enchanter gave her. I really hate to do this, but we have to talk to her.
At this moment, you watch as one of the visors of the Templars just kind of turns and looks over at it. You just hear this resigned. One moment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same guards were here last time we did the exact same thing. Vault up.
Yeah.
Probably not the same guards, or else they'd probably recognize you. You're a very eclectic bunch of people.
Like these bitches again.
Are they always like this down south? It's really annoying.
Hey,
Templars
something to
never
it.
like to do their job.
The Templar opens the gate,
Something bad
just
happens. We're here for our appointment. You are not important. Be gone.
opens the gate just slightly ajar to step into it, and then the gate closes back, and he makes his way up the walk towards the entrance to the College of Magi. He's gone for about 10-15 minutes, as you guys are just kind of sitting there waiting, annoyedly probably, before he...
Playing hack with a rock.
Yeah.
Very skilled.
Verlin tries to join, but he's not quite as dexterous as you.
Stupid.
Eventually, the Templar returns and opens the gate much wider. The first enchanter will meet you at the entrance. You are
Thank you,
permitted.
sir. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
She pockets the symbol again and just irritatedly walks in.
Yeah.
Wasn't that hard, was it?
You guys enter and the gate closes behind you. As you make your way up the long walk through the immaculate, beautiful courtyard of the College of Magi, you make your way up the beautifully carved kind of marble with interlaced and with bits of granites and like black veining steps that lead up to the 4-column entrance to the college. And you see standing right outside the door, just kind of arms crossed, is the beautiful kind of umber-skinned visage of First Enchanter, wife, Kezia
First
Garde.
enchanter wife. Yeah.
Yeah, First Enchanter Kezia Garde. And she
Also
just,
known as wife.
Yeah.
just stands there, a look of annoyance upon her face.
Yeah, really
Oh.
sorry about that.
Well, yes, my apologies, but you know.
I see you're already throwing around the badge that I gave you.
I haven't, I don't want to. They were, I don't like Templars.
Your Templars so obtuse. I got to
I don't mean to
ask,
throw it
because-
around. I don't like that.
It is their job to guard the gate. That's what they were doing.
Right.
I'm assuming you
Anyway,
didn't come here to speak about Templar business. What can I do for you?
I received a note from Miss Delilah Zundruft. You know, the mother of the child that we brought to your custody.
Do you remember her? Yes.
Do you know where they are? Because we went to the we heard that the butchery is closed again, and
Last we left him was here.
was here.
They were
And
here
she
for
says she
about
has-
3 days, and then Mr. Zundruft, Reynold, decided to take his family back home. So we cannot force them to stay here if they do not wish.
Fair enough. Sorry to
Well,
waste your
Right,
time
so
then.
they're just
Figured we'd
they're just closed.
very well.
figured they might still be around here.
Considering that we're here, and Swana will look at everybody, do we wish to tell her?
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Is there more business?
There might be.
We
Depends on how
we
interested
took
you
just
are.
a heads up. We took a job to make a delivery down to Tillin. And while we were there, we discovered that the town was having problems from attacks, and we discovered that in the local Dalish clan, one had been.
An
She
abomination.
kind of looks at us in. Yes.
He was corrupted by a broken link.
Sort
It's
of
taken
broken
care
link.
of, but
She reaches into her pack and she pulls out the broken one.
Kind of
Don't know.
uncrosses her arms and steps towards you and holds her hand out towards it.
Don't know if you've ever seen one of these, and she hands it over. It's he was corrupted by what it held.
Not seen one in person, but I've read about them.
Yeah.
Found this in Tillin.
Well, we didn't find it.
In the Planocene, near Tillin.
Yeah.
That makes much more sense.
Yeah. The abomination was taking out its rage on town. Tillin.
Stopped it. An abomination.
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Have you touched by it or corrupted? Do we need to check you out?
I don't believe so, ma'am.
No, it's been over a week. We're fine.
I'm Tevinter. We're trained for this.
Does that matter all the time?
No.
You probably in the southern.
Vince
circles,
have
I
a
suppose.
inflated sense of self-importance, so
Oh, they do.
No, we just don't. Well, it's not a point I would like to make here in your circle.
I
We
agree.
did
Yeah.
run
At least that's
into
It's
a
not
horrible
important.
collection of
Blighted creatures. They're not really. Yeah, kind of. Wolves and crows
rather
and
horrendous aviary.
a really bad spider who can turn
And
invisible.
blood crows.
And it wasn't just the main abomination. He corrupted some of the other Dalish, turned them into weird jackal-like entities. They turned back the ones that weren't slain. But... yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this is interesting.
Wanted
It's
to give you a
quite
heads up.
interesting.
Decided to bring it to your attention since we have built a rapport with each other.
I appreciate that. I will send someone to investigate Tillin immediately.
Yeah, there's a. Yeah, so.
Was there anything else?
No, I was gonna mention that there was a ruin in the planet scene, but I think we left it empty, so I don't really know if it needs investigating.
I'll make a note of it regardless. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have your Templars found anything? Anything extra in that house that we sent them to?
They have, actually.
Perhaps that's connected to what Mrs. Delilah was trying to tell us.
I'm unsure what business Mrs. Zundrift has with you, but within the house, it seemed to be an epicenter of blood magic and blood rituals. Foul
lead up
magics.
perpetrator?
No one ever returned. But, keeping an eye on it.
Well, that's good.
You see, your people did not return.
No, no one ever returned to the home.
No.
No one went back.
There was a tunnel, right, that we
Yes.
decided not to go down. We were getting the boy. Did anyone follow that tunnel? See where it went?
They did. It went to a dead end. There was nothing. Whoever was tunneling stopped.
Maybe they were making an escape.
Could have been.
Well, regardless,
Uh,
we don't want to waste
Thank
too
you.
much of your time.
Yes, we should go.
Sorry about this.
Find Delilah, yes.
It's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the information. Glad you all survived an encounter with an abomination.
Yeah, we're glad as well.
We are still currently, as well, tinkering and investigating the box that you found.
Well, that's good.
Still trying to figure out exactly what it was that man was attempting to do with it.
Nothing good, I can assure you.
Sure.
So be careful.
And the Grenagenta has shown interest in meeting with you all, but I don't think he quite has the time to at the moment.
I'm sure we'll be
perfectly
around
fine.
whenever he gets the time.
Suffice it to
Well-
say, I myself am only comfortable with one contact within the circle, and you seem to be the most amenable to us.
Well, I'll take that as the compliment I'm sure it was meant to be.
Certainly.
Alright, well, if there's no other business,
No.
wish you all a good day.
Of course. Thank you. Let's go
Let's
to
leave.
the butcher's,
Yeah.
shall we?
Have a pleasant afternoon, Miss Individual. Goodbye.
You as well, Doctor. And she enters back into the college, the heavy door closing behind her.
I don't like that she knows I'm a doctor.
You say it to everyone.
I'm pretty sure you introduced yourself as
Did
well.
I tell you I was a doctor?
You introduced yourself to her as Dr. Edicott. So
Dr. Edicott, yes.
Oh,
Let's
rewind
go
time. Yes,
find-
yep.
yeah.
let's go find Mrs. Delilah Zundruft and see what developments came out of what she told me about. So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
I
this
like
is
it.
terribly important.
Yes.
It feels like it would be, right?
Well, this boy was being targeted by people with blood magic because of his bloodline. I would say it's very important.
I feel it has a connection to whatever the seer told us. Somehow. But
Really?
that's just a gut feeling.
Oh,
Especially
More of a lead than the
since
seer gave us.
the first enchanter spoke about heavy blood magic in the house where we found him. So I feel like it's at least worth following. And if it's nothing, we just go on our merry way and do whatever it is that we want to do.
yeah, no, we should give this a look first. It'd be irresponsible of us to ignore. So.
To the butchers we go.
Alright.
Fair
To the
enough.
butchers!
Yes.
Alright, you guys head back out of the College of Magi. The Templars opening the gate and closing it as you exit. As you walk away, you just hear the one Templar who went to catch the or get the first enchanter for you. You just hear like a very just low, muffled. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
You excuse this time, just don't repeat it. And I'll walk.
You just watch as the helmet nods. You get the sense it probably was scolded. As you guys make your way back towards the king's quarters, you find yourself in front of the Salted Slab, the very quaint, somewhat kind of square building butchery. Currently on the window, you see there is a currently closed sign hanging there. The blinds are currently drawn, and
Serrano will knock.
you
Yeah,
knock.
get in.
There's a few moments of a pause before you hear a heavy lock kind of shunk, and the door opens a crack, and you see like a single kind of like tired, bloodshot eye poke out. Before the door opens, and you see standing there is a fairly haggard-looking Delilah. Looks like she's been crying heavily for a while.
It is good to see you again, Sir Delilah.
It's good to see you all as well.
You
I was told that you weren't no longer in town when I delivered the message this morning, but I was hoping.
Has returned.
We took a bit of a detour, but we're here. You seem haggard. What's wrong?
Please come in.
Yeah, step inside.
You guys step inside. And she closes the door. As you step inside, looking around, the place looks trashed. Like there are butchery implements thrown across the ground. A few of like the glass display pieces that would have meats and cuts within them is just broken and shattered. As you kind of walk on the floor, you feel your feet kind of crunch bits of glass as well. She just kind of moves back and lets you all enter and closes the door. And there's a small like candle giving low light on the countertop. I apologize about the mess.
Don't.
No
don't
need to
Just
apologize.
What
What happened?
Well, we went to that college. You dropped us off there. I'm sure you remember, and well, they began their investigation and asking questions and discussing things with Glenn, figuring out what happened and what he saw or heard within that house. And the first enchanter began asking me questions, asking about my lineage and where I stem from, and if there's anyone in my family who's known for magic or has ever practiced magic. And I felt I could confide in her, and I told her about Glenn's real father, and Reynold overheard, and
Oh dear.
he took us from the college, and he was very quiet for a few days. Just went about our business, ran the butchery, and last night he was just overcome with a rage unlike anything I've ever seen, and he said he's gonna take Glenn and head to Nevarra City and confront the king's brother.
What?
Yeah, he's
Your husband's a crazy person.
Is he an
Fenton
idiot?
just puts a hand on the woman's back. And just like,
I'm afraid what's gonna happen.
Oh,
they've already left, you mean?
They left in the night. And I tried to stop him, and she kind of like gestures towards the destruction.
It's alright. It's going to be alright. Shit.
we can catch up to him.
We can, yes.
Yeah, we should leave soon, maybe. Oh,
Well,
Nevarra City.
The idiot could cause a succession crisis. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Putting the
did
boy
you feel
in
like
real
he
danger.
wasn't himself? Do you feel
Yeah.
like he was angry in a way that seemed unnatural?
I've never seen him that angry. He doesn't get mad. He's a very calm, collected man.
Cassian, I know what you're thinking. But it could just be a grieving, angry man. Let's go find out first.
Well, I
Well,
will
we could
always
just-
think what I think.
Yeah.
It's natural.
The boy's safety is
It's
top
important,
priority.
yes.
Let's.
And perhaps not cause, a scandal and though part of me would be really well, never mind. We should not allow this scandal to happen and bring a boy safely back to his mother. I think that's important.
Eric right now just munching on something, and just imagine Leo just picking up some jerky from the floor and just munching on it as he's listening.
He's getting some pocket bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just kind of like, wow, this is drama. I don't know.
Exciting.
The popcorn.
But if
yeah.
they left in the night, perhaps we should not tarry.
No.
Yeah.
Horses is what we need.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty.
The man doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm sorry
The
to
current-
put this on you all. I didn't know who to turn to, and
You're perfectly fine.
You did the right
Alright.
thing.
the first enchanter told me that I should keep that to myself. But I didn't know Reynold overheard, and I didn't mean to cause all this.
Don't worry, we're going
He's
to
gonna-
figure it out.
He's gonna get himself and the boy executed for what he's doing. We have to go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Ferdinand's very kind. He wouldn't do that.
Not Ferdinand. his
It's not
brother.
him we're worried about. Yeah.
The current king is a bit of a jealous man.
Yes. Well,
Like
Let's
supposing that a nobleman has bred a child into the world with a commoner, that would offend the notions of nobility and superiority most likely. So therefore, they would take your son's life as an offense.
More than likely, yes. We need
But
to
that's
leave.
not gonna happen because we're leaving. So
There's nothing
sorry
on the
to
right
cut
now.
you
Alright,
on, but we've
yeah.
got this to go stop. So
I look at Delilah, grab her by the shoulders, and say, "I will get your boy back. Do not worry."
Thank you so much.
We know a good place around here to get horses.
we have a cart, do we not?
If
The
we're
cart is
trying to
too
catch up,
slow.
I think.
We should all get horses
All individual horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and ride in the
Right,
night.
yes.
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 Yeah.
I think that's the best way. We're trying to make up time.
Yeah.
And there's only like one general road to Nevarra City.
Yep,
right?
the Imperial Highway.
Go. Hell yeah!
We'll
Yeah!
find him eventually.
Alright,
Same as Briar.
find us. Oh, did he? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to wait. Damn, I want a snack. I don't have any snack food at my house. Damn. It's fine. Ooh, I should go to the grocery store.
Sorry.
Hi.
I'll come back.
Nah,
Once we're
we
out.
exit
Once we're
the
out.
building.
Okay.
Go
Once
to
we're
find
out.
a stable.
We're all getting a horse.
Yeah, once we're out, like Cassin is gonna lean in towards Nevarra and is like, you know, we just need the blood magic sacrifice to be just exactly like home. I'm feeling very welcome here, and then just go.
Jesus.
I'm sure the drama is making you feel amazing. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find us a livery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a whoever wishes to make an investigation check.
I'll help that person,
I-
whoever that be.
Yeah. I can, I guess.
Yeah, I don't
Already
have,
have
I have zero investigation.
advantage?
No.
I have less investigation now, but I can try. I know it.
Do you have more than a +2?
I have a +3 and now. I used to have a more than a +2, but not
We
anymore.
helped Cassian still.
Oh god damn it! Okay.
What was it? Investigation?
22. Okay. There we go.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, I'm not as smart as I used to be. I'm just, Oh,
I'm not as smart as I used to be.
How did it go down?
I got a ban of.
because
Boss.
I had to switch intelligence with charisma when I changed to my class.
All right.
I
What?
need your 6 fastest horses. 7 fastest horses.
Okay. 22. Excellent.
Right.
You guys do find a stable on the eastern side of town, the Swift Hoof Stables. You meet with a human man, kind of mocha-skinned human man, bald head, with this kind of somewhat patchy beard that kind of connects on the chin, but no mustache. Named Garnell, and as you ask for horses, he kind of counts 6 of you. He's like, well, I have about 7 horses that in my current stables. It's gonna be 75 silvers a horse.
That's funny. Wow.
How appropriate.
Yeah.
We might be able to return them. Get at least some of that back, but
I don't know if that's how that works.
And we rent them.
I
Rent a horse.
sometimes.
Can
you
Maybe he'll
rent
buy him
the
back.
horse?
Yeah, maybe he'll buy him back. Who knows?
I'm not gonna be stingy on this boy's life. I'm
Yeah,
paying
as-
75
Yeah,
silver for my
we're
gold.
paying
I'm
75
paying
silver.
75 silver.
As he
Yeah,
sees the
yeah,
hesitation,
yeah.
he does say, "And all sales are final."
I don't care.
I
75,
hate
here you
this
go.
man. Fine,
Name your horse?
fine.
Yeah,
Pick
I'll
a color.
give him for.
Fucking pounds.
But I want the best, more. But no, I'm just.
No, we got what
Yeah.
we got.
Are they good? Are they like good horses? They're not gonna die on us in like 10 days, like a second.
Make a medicine
We're
check.
gonna be able to get where we're going.
Oh man.
A what?
Make a medicine check.
May as a check.
Vet-
Can
A
I do
medicine
it?
check?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to help me? I have decent. Oh no!
Oh
look at
wow!
that.
No,
Never mind.
that's 20.
Natural
I got this.
20.
What are these horses looking like?
Looking over the horses,
One has a bum leg.
they're
Check their
one has a bum leg. No, they are well groomed, well taken care of, healthy, strong. There are 4 chestnut horses. There is a 1 black one and 1 blonde one.
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna
the
get the
black one.
blonde one.
There's 2 colts and the rest are mares. So
I get the blonde one.
Hell yeah.
Taking the black one.
Leo takes
All
the
right, we
black
give
one.
Cassian the pretty
Take
Palomino.
one of the other ones.
One of the
I
other
take a horse.
Oh my god.
We
Ethan
didn't
wants
leave
to run
Verlin
out.
at the inn, did we?
what's that?
What?
No,
Is Verlin with us, or
Verlin
is
went with you. Yeah, he's with
Yeah,
you.
I know. He's chilling with us.
He can ride on one horse. He can weigh anything.
You can ride
He's,
pylon.
he's,
It's fine.
yeah, he's gonna.
He,
gonna party, it's fine.
he has moved away of constantly needing Ethan to hold him from his near-death experience, and is now just firmly grasping her hand always.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. We're gonna ride together. It's fine.
Previously, like the first times you guys stayed at the Diamond Lass, he was like, yeah, sure, leave me alone. He does not say that anymore. He does not want to be left alone.
None of that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
I want
just making sure we're working
independence,
with
and then
it.
independence is
Or
falling off a
something.
log, and he's like, I don't want independence anymore.
Yeah, this poor 10-year-old boy
Independence bad. Oh my goodness.
currently has like the faintest bit of like PTSD. He doesn't want to be away from Isen ever.
None of that. Yes.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure we weren't
Leave
gonna
me
like leave him at
alone.
the end in case something happened to us. Cool.
Unfortunately,
Right.
no hollows. Unfortunately,
Kills myself.
The hollows are female. This is a male. It's called a heart.
Yeah, well, whatever. Look at her.
Alright, you fucking nerd.
Look at her.
Nerd glasses. Oh man.
So,
By the way, those are totally elves.
Yeah.
without any further ado, you guys just take off. You just begin riding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you rented a room for 2 nights and immediately left.
Yep.
Yes.
How very Vox Machina of you.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah, we need rooms for a week and then immediately leave.
We'll be back. We'll be back within the 24-hour period.
You guys
Goodbye,
take off,
Sky.
ride through the day on the very familiar Imperial Highway that you guys were traveling upon when you first all came together. You see on either side of the road just numerous current empty fields of farmland, as the autumn harvest has been collected and now they just lay barren. You pass by a number of individuals, both going towards Nevarra City and some traveling towards Cumberland. You travel swiftly, and about an hour before dusk, you see one of the only stops that you had previously stayed at during your travel south to Cumberland. You see the Wayside Inn. It's almost dusk. You can travel through the night if you wish, or you can stop. It's up to you.
I want to ask inside the inn if they've seen.
Yeah, see if they're here, if they stopped,
Okay.
and then if not, we'll carry on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go ahead and stop for a moment, heading inside. You see
There's some water, etc., etc.
You see the familiar elvish woman who was running the establishment the last time you stopped here. This very dark-haired, somewhat dark-eyed elvish woman named Laura Noah, who had stayed. You had talked to previously when you stayed here on your trip to Cumberland. Pre-game. And she like vaguely recognizes you, and as you ask her and describe Reynold and Glan, she kind of nods for a moment. They came in the middle of the night, rented a room, only stayed for 5 or 6 hours before heading off again. They seemed to be in quite a hurry. That poor boy seemed just travel sick. He's very pale and seemed to have been crying or something.
Thank you.
We need to go. Eventually, they'll have to stop, and we can catch them.
Yep.
The horses seemed very ragged and ran through. I offered to take care of them, but the man just brushed it off. So
This is bad. Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
okay. So you guys leaving and traveling through the night?
Let's take that
Aye,
exhaustion
Captain.
point.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
Can't let them
wait a
get
second.
there.
You can't just run through the night. These horses will die upon the morning.
These horses are stronger than that.
Horses are pretty sturdy.
I'm going to
We
help
will be fucked
some
up. The
endurance
horses
races.
might be okay.
Exactly. You wish to help the boy? You won't be much help if you arrive there and you're
If
half
we
asleep.
don't go, we are going to help nobody.
I think we can take one butcher.
Yes,
But we just need to get there before
if that's only
he
what
does
it
something.
is.
Considering the state of his own horse and himself, they have to stop before us.
Right.
Right. Very well.
Even exhausted, we could take the butcher. It's fine. It's just time.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah!
You guys get back on your horses as dusk approaches and continue traveling, which is going to be very hard for most of you as you do not have dark vision.
I light a torch.
Okay.
So we have a torch on our party, on our
Or
Or
travel.
your sword, because your sword also.
Yeah, the sword is the same radius, right? Then I'll
It
just
is,
take up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
like
feed my horse one of the beads of nourishment because probably hasn't eaten all day since it left.
okay.
Yeah. We give some horses some good berries.
Some
Jesus.
good berries!
You
Yay!
just
that works.
You fill them up like you did with Leo.
Yeah.
Now one each at least.
We give
There you
like one or two each.
Yeah,
Little treat.
That fills them up.
Okay.
Getting some water while we were stopped at the inn talking to the lady and
Yeah, I'm sure there was a trough, right? We could just let them to the trough.
Okay. So you guys set off into the night. I need everyone to go ahead and make perception checks.
Woo!
oh yeah.
I
6. Wow, thank
Look
you.
at you, Leo. Goddamn.
Hell
the
yeah,
dude,
Leo.
the dude who is eating his pocket bacon as he rides.
I
Nice.
can't walk across the log, but I can see in the night.
Yeah.
Tell me what
In
your
the
elvish
dark
eyes see.
night. Hell yeah, elf supremacy.
Elf supremacy. We love it here.
Hidaka, did you want to make a perception check?
first I'll cast guidance on myself because I can do that now.
No
There you-
shit.
There you
Oh,
go.
sexy. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So everyone except Serana and Cassian.
Of course.
As you guys are
Love it.
traveling through the
Excellent,
night,
excellent.
by torchlight from Serana, which the torch only lasts an hour. So how many torches do you
No,
have?
No, she has
Sword
a
light.
Sword.
Oh, you're using the sword.
Sword light.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never mind. That lasts infinitely.
Yes.
You the four who rolled incredibly well. You see coming up very very quickly. You first notice it right at the edge of the sword light, and you four like instinctively like slow down as you see on the side of the road, just like nearly crumpled in on itself as it was probably moving very quickly. You see a horse just laying dead on the side of the road.
Shit.
Oh no. Shit.
Just stop for a second.
Is that
look at the
his?
board.
Does anyone know?
It seems it's
Leo,
possible.
because you rolled a natural 20, you see very visibly the end of a feathered arrow sticking out of the head of the horse.
Oh, they were attacked on the road.
This one was
If
killed
it's the
by an
same
arrow.
fucking bandits, I will just
No, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not concerned about
No, we
bandits. I'm
took care of
concerned
those
about
bandits.
whoever was trying to steal the boy before.
Idikad will stop, go over, take out the arrow. Is it some sort of signature make?
Looking
Or
at
is it just ramshackle average bandit arrow?
looking it over, it just seems like a normal arrow.
Okay. Look-
any tracks of scuffling
Uh-huh.
around?
Yeah, I'd
I'll
like
help we'll look for that.
Make a
Yeah.
survival check.
I'll cast guidance.
You're
on
you're
whoever's
helping
doing it.
me, baby.
You have
And you have
guidance
guidance.
and help. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Survival plus a guidance.
Nice.
22. 22.
I'm using that.
22, excellent.
Thank you.
Very quickly looking around, you see a number of other horse hoof tracks around the dead body of the horse. You see where two you see two spots in the grass and the dirt that received a heavy impact. One is much larger than the other. You see a bit of blood, and you see tracks leading, continuing north.
But no body of the butcher or anything like that.
Nope.
Around. Okay. Shit.
Alright, let's get on our horses
Well.
and follow these tracks.
Still going north, yeah.
Okay. You guys get back on your horses, keeping an eye on the tracks. For about a mile, they are just taking the road, traveling by road, before they veer off in an easterly direction. Into
Is it a direction that we could still take the horses in?
It is. It's mostly flat farmland here. This
Okay.
section isn't quite as tilled as the rest, as you are getting,
It's just grassland, kind of.
kind of, yeah. It's like grassland plains area. There's a few like plots of land that have been worked, but for the most part, it is unworked earth and
Got it.
grass.
Let us follow.
Okay. You continue following the tracks. At this point in the night, you all will take 1 point of exhaustion.
Fuck it, we're here.
Let me turn my exhaustion tracker on my
Yeah, holy shit.
character. Here we go, buddies. Okay.
I should do that too.
How do you do
I
that?
don't know how to.
It's
do
on the
that.
cog.
If you go
on the
On the
cog.
settings.
to the settings on the right hand side in the first box at the bottom, show exhaustion tracking.
Yeah, in
You can
general
click
option.
that on.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a new little box under your hit dice and death saves boxes,
Yes.
and it'll tell you what it does if you click your
Is there
number.
a thing for guidance?
Thank
I
you.
know there's a thing for bless.
You can
Yes, you
do.
can.
Yeah,
You can add
you can
a
add
global
those
skill
manually.
modifier. And then you make a little.
It will
roll
appear
for
under
times.
your tools.
Yep.
Your options.
Its global skill modifier will appear under your tools.
Yep.
You can add there.
As you guys, it's like that beat of exhaustion just hits you all. As you, at this point, you only had like an hour in Cumberland to chill, and you immediately jumped back on the road. You essentially have been traveling nearly 24 hours at this point. And you all just feel it just hit you all of a sudden. Hunger and exhaustion. You're just continue to push on, following these tracks as best you can. I need you to go and make another survival check, Finnan, to keep an eye on the
With
tracks.
disadvantage.
Guidance.
With disadvantage now.
What if we help
No,
her?
you
we have.
guys, because you're on horseback, cannot help her. Previously, you were on
kills them.
foot.
Aww.
Yeah.
Can I ride up next to her and just reach over and?
Smack my horse?
Make an animal handling check, because these horses are getting agitated, and getting that close together might agitate them further.
Alright. I cast guidance on myself.
Okay, you have disadvantage on the ability check.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
2 tins. Go ahead and roll your d4. 14. Yeah, you roll up beside her and reach your arm out and touch her and cast guidance.
Oh no, it don't work like that for me.
However you do it.
I take out coffee flavored toffee and say, "Here, eat this."
Good God.
Coffee toffee.
Alrighty.
While that's happening,
my
can I cast 8 on
Hello.
everyone?
Oh.
On everyone?
Yes, I'll spend 6 spell points to do that. 2 actions essentially.
Okay.
Yes, because it doesn't require concentration. I can just cast it twice.
Correct.
Yes.
So everyone now has their maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Yes.
And you can, for the next 8 hours, you can heal up to that new increase.
Wait, you cut out there. How much am I putting to my
5.
5.
Extra 5.
Yeah. Just make sure you make a note of your actual hit points.
Well, now that I know I can do the parentheses thing.
Yeah. So,
That's very helpful.
Finna, go ahead and roll a d4 for your survival check.
Yes, I forgot about that. All right. So 17, sir.
17. Okay. The tracks become lessened. They become. They faintly appear to have been covered up as they were traveling. There's like this slight kind of. I don't know if it's like soot or extra dirt or something, but much of the tracks have been covered up as they were traveling. But your keen eye and tracking abilities as a Grey Warden catch on to the tracks and keep an eye out. Even in your exhausted state, you manage to keep an eye out.
Because I am a natural explorer, I'm tracking creatures. Do these count as critters?
These are not your
What are
favorite
their
enemies.
exact number? No. Doesn't have to be favorite enemy.
Yeah, Natural Explorer is better and revised. It's just creatures.
It's better on revised. It's just when I'm tracking things.
much
Let
anything.
me get to it.
Think.
There. Near the bottom.
Oh yes, wall of text.
Yes.
Um,
It's the last bullet point.
Okay.
Contain the following when I'm traveling for an hour or more in the wilderness. Which we're not on the road anymore.
I will say because of the nature of what you guys are doing right now, you're just following tracks. You're not tracking anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're on horseback.
No. Okay.
It would
All
be
right.
it would
You have to get on foot.
people, because the people you're tracking also apparently are on horseback. I will say know that there are 5 horses. You have no idea how many people there are.
Right. There could be multiple people or one person on 2 of the horses or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. That's super fair. 5 horses. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And maybe how long ago they passed through? Maybe.
Because of how quickly you guys have been traveling and you haven't stopped, you have caught up to them quite a bit. They veered off the road and have created this path no more than 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
You were getting close to catching up with them.
Thank you for indulging my negotiations.
You were right, Master. The negotiations were short.
Nerd.
Anyways, so.
Okay. All right.
As you guys continue traveling at the pace you're currently at, I need everyone to make an animal handling check.
God damn it.
Come
Yeah.
Animals love me. Animals love me.
You have disadvantage.
We have disadvantage. Yes.
Aww.
Yeah.
Animals don't love me.
Animals love me.
Animals do not love Leah. Or can I say?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Holy
God.
fuck.
We good. We great. Ah, God.
The DC wasn't immense. It was just a DC of 10.
Yeah.
However,
Half of you failed.
Leo, Cassian, and Idicod, all three at this moment, for the past like hour, you just heard your horses just kind of like their heads are just shaking. They're getting more and more agitated. And at this moment, all three of you get bucked from your horses. I need all three of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Awesome. All the saving throws I love.
Can I
Saving throws are not a disadvantage.
I know.
can I
but
use slow fall?
Yes, maybe.
I guess.
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
use a reaction when I fall to reduce any falling damage you might take by an amount equal to 5 times your level.
Yeah. Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Okay. So,
It does not, however, work against horse kick damage.
Yeah.
So as you get bucked,
Oh, good job, but
Leo Von, you just kind of like backflip off and just land in a 3-point landing. Itikad, you actually landed in a very similar fashion. A little less graceful, more just like, holy shit. Cassian, however, you do not. You fall just on like you just feel like the tops of your shoulders, like the back of your neck, just slam into ground. And you take 2 points of falling damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all three of your horses take off.
No,
there goes
75 silver.
Silva. That was the name of the horse.
Ah.
At this point, I grab Cassian. Come on, get on.
Can I dash and try to get go get it?
You want to burn the key points to do that? Sure.
Can I?
Yeah,
burn
I'll
one
try
key
and catch
point
one
to
of
try to
Well,
get
hang
it?
on.
Yeah.
What's your base speed? Let me ask that.
It's 40, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's 40.
Yeah, you would.
And I landed pretty cool.
You
I was
did.
ready to go.
The horse is dashing away. They have a speed of 60, so you would need to burn a key point to catch up to it.
Can I burn one key point to try to get my horse?
You easily just run as quickly as you can, quickly catching up to the escaping horse. Go ahead and make another animal handling check.
Oh crap!
I'm
It's
not
not
even
it's not
gonna
gonna let you
try.
on.
Huh?
9.
No.
You have disadvantage.
Ah.
As you're running towards the horse, just at breakneck speeds as only you can, given your training, and you feel like the shadows coalescing around your legs. You call upon your own training that you've done, and the strange meditations that you went under. You catch up to the horse as the horse's eye just kind of turns and looks towards you as it sees you reaching for it, and it just kicks a leg out towards you. So, let me see here.
Can Fenton try and catch one of the horses on her horse?
No, I wouldn't even try. It's like, no, I'll just climb with her on and let her do all the work.
So that's gonna
Yeah,
be
One of the other 3 horses already has 2 people on it.
yeah, that's gonna be a 19 to hit you, Leo.
You suck.
Aww.
You
Sorry.
got kicked by a horse in Cumberland. He's never been the same.
There goes that aid.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage
Fuck.
You.
as the horse just
Horse
rips
did
back and
not like
kicks you.
that
You feel yourself lose your footing and like tumble in the grass before leaping back up, and the horse is just further away now.
Did that horse roll max damage? Holy
Um,
shit.
I will
No,
find you.
it
and I will-
didn't actually.
Damn.
I will find you and make you into steak.
Horses are strong as fuck though. Yeah. Can I catch one of the other ones?
Sure. How are you
Using
planning
the
on
horse,
stopping
right.
it?
Yeah, cut it off. Chilled out.
Okay.
Alright, fine.
I would say you try and cut off one of the horses. Make an animal handling check with
Well, there's
disadvantage.
2 horses for the price of 1.
I'm gonna lasso it. No. Disadvantage. Come on.
Nice.
6.
Yeah.
We lost 75 silver, you guys. It's okay.
You try and cut it off, and because of the speed and agitation that the horse is moving at, does not try and get out of the way of you, I need you to roll a d20 for a dex
Holy
save
fuck.
for your horse.
Shit. Ah, shit.
Just roll a d20.
16.
Oh?
16. Okay, you manage to quickly pull your horse out of the way as you see this thing ain't stopping,
yeah.
and it just continues rushing off into the darkness away.
All right.
Come on, they're gone. There's nothing we can do.
I tried. She'll ride up to Leo. I don't think you even need a horse, but come on.
It got me right in the kidney.
I know. And she'll, lean down, help pull him up.
Hey, there was the cheese money right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Itakata, are you getting on Eason's horse?
Yeah, me, Verlin, and Itakon.
Yeah. It's a tight fit.
Would Verlin fit better with me and Leo? Since we're
I mean, he's a small
Leo,
boy.
You're not pretty tall, right?
He can fit
Yeah.
fine. On Eason's.
Top one. Someone owes me 75 silver. Yes, talk about it just about it, and just starts mumbling.
That's your own fault, man. Keep control of your horse. God. It's not hard.
Says the next person who's gonna fall off her horse.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3 people falling off that horse. This is gonna be funny. Are you guys continuing to push at the pace you've been pushing at?
We're gonna slow down a little bit.
We're gonna slow down and keep pace a bit.
Okay. You
Normal
guys,
About 2
pace.
hours behind.
you guys slow down a bit, and the horses, although you did succeed your animal handling check, they're still kind of like shaking their heads and like they're panting and like they're getting grumpy. But as you slow down, the agitation kind of subsides a bit, and you guys continue to push on for about another hour of travel. And at this point, as much as you guys have been traveling, you slowly begin to see the sky beginning to change colors as the sun is actually beginning to rise at this point. It is very near dawn. Probably about another hour off before dawn. However, in the distance, about 120 feet ahead of you, you see what appears to be some sort of encampment with at this point, just embers of a campfire that had been lit, and you see several tents laid out around.
We stop the horses.
Okay, you immediately stop pulling the reins. The horses stop in their tracks.
Find somewhere to, I don't know, let them graze or just tie them to a
Is
tree
there
if we
somewhere
can.
to get cover? Yeah. Or is it just open grassland?
It's just opened. There's just a few like sparse trees, but there's like, for like every like 200 or 300 feet of land, there's like one tree.
We just get off the horses. The weight alone
No,
off our back should be fine. And
Fennon's gonna use her knife and cut up her rope to make hobbles, so they don't fucking go anywhere.
Okay.
And hobble the horses. Leave them here. I don't. Should we see if we can sneak up and take a quick look, see what we're dealing with, who we're dealing with?
from this distance, does the camp look empty?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
11.
11. Hard to tell. You currently don't see any movement within the camp.
Okay.
I wonder if they're sleeping. Someone go in and take a closer look.
I will stay a bit back. I'm very well. I suppose we're all very tired not to be super quiet, but I am really not quiet at all. I will stay a bit
I can
back.
go take a look.
No, we should
Right.
all go together.
We should go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I'm just standing back so I don't alert their presence.
If they're there,
I suppose we're all the same right now. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
we didn't come here for a chat.
We
right,
can
exactly.
all approach, perhaps,
I mean,
as travelers, as we are, and ask
No,
for
No.
directions. But if we
that's
see the boy or his father, then we spring into action.
No
have
more
no time
games.
for
We
that.
go now. Let's go.
I have no time for that.
Are you guys stealthing or are you just running up?
We're walking up.
We're walking up.
Toronto's walking up.
Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
bothering with stealthing because
Fair.
Okay.
Let's just walk up.
I'm not stealthing. So
As you guys walk up, the
Itika keeps in the back a little.
okay, the ever encroaching dawn kind of slowly rising in the sky. As you approach up, those in the front see one of the flaps of a tent kind of open. You see somewhat kind of groggy, human-eyed man kind of step out. You just hear just this like tired kind of gruff voice. All right, you lot. You've had your rest. Come on. She's not gonna wait forever. And as he says that, he kind of sees you approach. Wake up!
Morning.
Wake up! And
Fed a little cooler bow.
with the alertness in his voice, you see more tent flaps open, and people kind of like groggily step out on alert and see you approach.
I take out my sword. I point it at
yeah,
them.
Fennen's
we're
got her
very
bow.
sorry to interrupt your little sleep and rest, but you have something that we need.
Where's the boy?
As you ask that, he kind of looks around towards the men who are now also stepping out of their tents on alert. We're gonna end the session right there.
No!
damn.
Fuck
Damn, y'all.
stealthing.
Cold.
Fuck stealthy.
Yeah,
We are
walk
all
up.
rolling at
Stealthing.
disadvantage.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
might as well.
We go up and fight, and that's it.
We're gonna confront.
We fight, and that is it. Oh
Yeah,
man,
Nothing mas.
Look at this baby. She just comes and sits.
crazy. Oh man.
What a session.
All right. Well,
Golly, guys.
Golly, indeed.
that is going to be the session for the day.
I thought it was
Bye.
very good, very nice. Thank you.
I'm just looking for someone to raid because I want to get in the habit of doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pay it forward.
There we go. I have no idea who this person is, but they're also using Roll20, so fuck it.
Fuck it.
Hey.
Nice.
Roll
Have
20
fun.
solidarity. We can complain about how
We
bad
do love
it
roll
is.
20.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh yes, hello.
we're just gonna raid these people. So yeah.
Bye,
that's
Internet.
gonna be it. Goodbye, internet.
Bye, internet.
Thanks for joining us.
Woo.
Thank you.
They're not
Just fuck
seeing
us up
us,
and
so.
accidentally killed